Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is the weekend, and that means it's time to spin a wheel and play some games. How is everybody doing? Hope you've had a good week. My week's been busy, weirdly busy, but also good. Been making some good progress on content for the channel. Work outside of that has been going well. It is going to be like 37 degrees today, which is not as bad as it's going to be next week, because next week Tuesday is going to be 40 plus. Like, they don't even know how hot it's going to get. It gets to a point where they just go, it's like being in hell, so what does 1 or 2 more degrees make as a difference, really? So that's fun. Who we got hanging out here today? I saw Fiuk in the corner store is open. Welcome. John Leonard was in first. I wonder if we'll ever see the Wheel of Morality from Animaniacs. I have to double check. Was that? I used to watch Animaniacs when I was a kid, but I don't remember the Wheel of Morality. I'm not sure how we would integrate that into gameplay, but I'd be willing to give it a go. Mate8, hello as well. Western Stations, hi there indeed. Welcome back. Raven, shout out to Raven, who's going to be covering the bingo tiles for this morning. Ice Fresdom, thank you for the follow. How you doing, my friend? Jazzy Cat is here. Alien Sympathy, welcome back. Neo here as well. Wheel spoilers, yeah. I can't believe that. I'm still getting used to Streamlabs. I've been using it for like 2 years or something. More than that. And I still fail at trying to use it. Every time I go to use the studio mode for editing, I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure like the next scene that I'm going to go to is set up correctly, because I realized I'd forgotten to make the bingo list visible and I didn't want to mess around with that once I got there. So I was like, oh, I'll just do this in the background because it lets me tweak it. And then as soon as I exited, it went, oh, you wanted to switch to this scene, right? Yeah, perfect, done. No, fine, whatever. We're here now. Doesn't make a difference. Okay. Who else did I see? I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Guy does things. Hello indeed. Neo will finally get to play Raid Shadow Legends. Weirdly enough, I have had 1 or 2 sponsorship opportunities for Raid Shadow Legends that I have turned down very quickly. But I've not had the actual developers just send me the game and be like, hey, can you please play this? It's all been like, oh, we've got a promotional activity coming up for the latest update for Raid Shadow Legends. Please send through an application if you're interested in promoting the game on stream. Here's what we need from you. Like, no. No, just straight up no. Fuke Enterprises, filling fell out, got it refilled under warranty. Yeah, dentists. I'm forever grateful that I've not had to have a filling yet. I'm sure it will happen at some point. My wife has had to have a few though, so I sympathize. It's a painful process. Glad they were able to do it under a warranty on it, because those things should last a long time. If they don't, sounds like it might be time to start hunting for a new dentist who maybe knows a bit more about what they're doing. Let's go with that. John, it's going to be minus 18 degrees where you live in the American Midwest. Honestly, I'd rather be where you are. That sounds absolutely delightful. What's the command to know how many points you have? I'm pretty sure it's just exclamation points should tell you what you need to know. Western Stations, you're further south, so your temperatures aren't getting that cold. We're expected up to 19 inches of snow this weekend. I've seen some areas of US can have some quite crazily cold temperatures, and have had quite a bit of snow recently. I hope you guys are all staying safe and not doing anything stupid on the roads when it gets dangerous out there with all the ice and everything. We don't have to stress about that over here in Australia. We just have to worry about things melting inside of our cars. I wish I were joking. And I'm not just talking like, oh, I left a chocolate bar behind on the seat and now it's going to be completely inedible because it's a pile of goo. No. Things like if you leave your glasses behind in your car, you'll probably come back to find them completely twisted and warped because the plastic components all melted. It's ridiculous. Alice Dicer, sup, seen these streams like a bajillion times, never actually clicked on them, so hi, welcome! We're about to kick off and have some fun. So, for those that aren't aware, today's stream, we're still going to be doing Wheel of Misfortune, but instead of playing games that have been submitted by all of you, we're playing games that the developers sent. So we're still going to be playing bingo as we go along and finding out all the weird and wonderful stuff that they decide to include in their games. But we're also going to be critiquing them a little bit more than we normally do, because at the end of the day, developers send me the games because, well, two reasons. Firstly, they want to get their game in front of more of an audience so that more people know about it. And secondly, they want feedback. So we're going to give them feedback. Beetle Crafto watching the Crusade. Welcome, how you doing? I think I missed a message from Neo as well. I'm sure I saw it on there. Was it Neo? Yes, Alien Cartographer came out yesterday. Absolutely, and they even emailed me about it, which is when I remembered that I forgot to tell them that I had already streamed the demo of their game. Oops, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's a hexagonal minesweeper-like game with some additional rules thrown into it. If it is something that you were interested in from when we did it on the previous stream, keep an eye out, because we're going to be doing a giveaway over on the Discord soon. They very kindly, after watching when we featured it in the previous live stream, they've sent through a couple of keys for me to be able to give away, so I'm going to get that set up after the live stream today. So we're going to do a little giveaway, which is always good fun. Yeah, this is DevStream Western Stations. What did I miss there? We need to ask, why is it a crusade exactly? Cool. Quick backstory, and then we'll get into playing some games. Realistically, it's because the community decided that's the angle we're going to take. When I first made the channel, my profile pic was just like a fan art of Link from The Legend of Zelda. And when we got enough of a subscriber base to start forming a bit of a community, I put a call out and I was like, hey, I want to be able to like take this channel further, but to do that, we're going to need some proper branding. Does anyone have ideas of character designs or themes that we could use to actually start to create a bit of a brand and a character for this channel? And it was out of that the little Graeldon Knight Crusader kind of popped up, because there was the idea of actually this is a crusade against all of the slop on Steam that were going on. So the Crusader theme kind of just stuck after that. Skylark, watching a dev stream while I'm developing the Hightower Archipelago mod seems well fitting. It absolutely seems well fitting. Alice Dice, you're going to play Enfield tomorrow, just lying in bed right now. I would love to hear about that. I've been seeing a lot of Enfield stuff pop up on my YouTube feed recently. And I will admit that I am intrigued by the game. The combination of RPG mechanics combined with the base building automation stuff looks pretty up my alley. I'd be interested in checking it out at some point if I get some time. Jazzy, it's mostly because Grail sounds like Grail, like Holy Grail. That is why we have the Knights of the Holy Grail as one of our membership tiers, honestly. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Just make sure this is all looking correct. Perfect. Okay, so make sure you have your bingo cards at the ready. We're going to just quickly determine what size bingo we're going to be playing first today, and then we'll see what we're playing. Okay, perfect. Starting off with just a nice little 5x5. I believe we should already be set for it. We are. Fantastic. So make sure you got your card on hand. And let's see what we're actually going to be playing, shall we? Dev submit a game. So we've got 30 games on the wheel here. We'll probably get through 3, maybe 4 of them today. I can't do a super long stream today because there's some other stuff that's happening afterwards. Alice, you got an ad for it that pushed me over the edge to actually play. It is, however, a gacha game, so beware. It is a gacha game. You're absolutely right. I have heard from other people who claim to be experts in gacha games that it is the least predatory of the gacha games that they've played. Very possible to play through and not pay a single cent, which is always a win. That guy called Joe, you're aware of Enfield, but I don't like how it looks and I'm leery of gachas. That's totally fine. I think it's good to know what kind of games you do and don't enjoy, and just because something is popular doesn't mean you have to play it. I have never played a round of Fortnite in my entire life, and I have no plans to. Same with PUBG. Just because it's popular doesn't mean you need to play it. People say it's actually very free-to-play friendly, but not predatory like the others about every gacha they play. You're probably correct on that. And I think the reality is that it might not be particularly predatory at launch, but it will probably become more predatory over time, because if gacha games are known for anything, they're known for monetizing the heck out of their games, and they're known for power creep. Because power creep is what lets you keep on adding new things in that everyone will want. So, yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. That guy called Joe, I don't like how Exhibition 33 looks because it looks like it's covered in dirt. I don't like how Enfield looks because it's ridiculously grey. It does look like it's got a bit of a grey filter over it now you mention it, like to try and make everything look more melancholy. Still, the gameplay looks like it could be fun, and I personally kind of dig the aesthetic. I think it's the kind of game that if I weren't having to commit so much time to making content for a channel, I would probably be investing that time in games that I probably shouldn't be. It's not healthy. Oh dear. Maple Tree Away, what still confuses me about Genshin Impact is how they made a whole trading card game inside of Genshin, so a gacha inside of a gacha, and then made the trading card game literally unmonetized. You literally can't buy anything for it. Yeah, that's certainly interesting when you frame it that way. I'll admit, I play a bit of Genshin. I've been getting back into it recently. I am still an incredible noob in that game. I have seen that there is a trading card game in it. I have not touched it. I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually. It's the kind of game that I pick up for like a month and put like 10 to 20 hours in it and then drop it again and go and do something else. Anyway, that's not the point. Today, we're playing developer-submitted games, and we've got some interesting ones in here. There's a couple that you may recognize. There's one called Gnomes, which I believe ends up being quite popular. Hang on, didn't we? No, Ways of Alchemy is a different game. I haven't played that one yet. So we've got a couple of, like, Find the Hidden Object games in here. Ways of Alchemy made its way in twice. I'm going to take that one off. There we go. Depthbound Descent I've heard of. Crystalla I'd heard of before. So there's a few interesting ones in here that you may recognize, and there's going to be some very odd ones in here that you more than likely will not. So let's see what we're playing first today, shall we? Perfect time to pause the music. First up today is, hey, I mentioned it, we're playing it, it's Gnomes. I somehow jinxed that. That's incredible. Gnomes, already in my library, but we'll put up the page so that you can have a look at it. If you've played Dwarf Fortress or Rogue before, this visually might look a little bit similar. So, Gnomes is a turn-based tower defense with deep roguelike progression set in an ever-expanding procedurally generated biome. Build, farm, defend your village as you push deeper into goblin-infested territory, unlock powerful upgrades, and craft your environment to survive the endless goblin horde. This one, I got sent it as a demo before it released. It didn't have time to play it. It's now fully released. It has an overwhelmingly positive status with 1,367 reviews. So we'd never be able to play this on the regular streams. It's kind of wild. This game, I'm looking forward to it. I have actually heard quite good things. So let's have a look at the trailer, shall we? Let's turn that down a little. Sewers! Yes, sewers are the second thing I want to learn about your game. Enchanted sewers. Underworld sewers. Gnomes. Alright, first bit of feedback for the devs. You might need to work on your trailer, because that told me nothing. Alright, let's look at this one. It was less than a minute though, so we can mark that off. Hopefully Raven is at the ready. Okay, I'm seeing the tower defense aspect in here, and I'm seeing the roguelike aspect. What I'm struggling to see is the pathing of the enemies. But maybe that will become apparent when we actually get into the gameplay. Because usually there's like, oh, there's a funnel that they go down, or there's a dotted line or something so you can see where they're going to be going. But maybe that's only viewable, yeah, like in this mode when you're placing things. All right, Raven, I hope you're ready because we're about to rapid fire a bunch of things to add on to the bingo list once this trailer is done. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay. And there was a king goblin and it got through. Okay, cute. I like it. The art style is simplistic. So here's what we can mark off so far. We've got very/overwhelmingly positive is a tile. We don't get less than 200 views. Release date is after 2020. It is the same developer and publisher. We've got pixel art. We had health. We had currency. We've got an inventory in the top left there. I don't think we've got stamina. I definitely don't think we've got a dodge roll mechanic. What else might we have that we can grab? Don't think we've got non-conventional weapons. Okay, well that gave us a few to get started though. Orton Button. Is there a way to recommend games for this series / future streams? Yes. So for our regular Wheel of Misfortune streams, we feature games with 200 or fewer reviews that have been submitted by people from the community. The way to do that is you just need to become a member of the channel, which is as little as $1 per month to be able to do that. And you can sign up just for a single month and then drop it afterwards. You then head over to the Discord. There's a bot that's set up in a members only section and you submit your game there. Nice and simple. Is it procedurally generated? Yes, it is. Procedurally generated biomes. We definitely get that one. Maple Tree, is it dollar or dollary-do? If you're talking about the Australian currency, it is a dollary-do. If you're talking about the US, it's freedom bucks. Simple as that. I don't know how anyone gets them confused. Don't know what a dollar is. Don't worry about the name. I just appreciate the response. Yeah, apologies if I butchered the pronunciation. I should make a command for the how to suggest a game question. You're right, Jazzy. I might get on that after this stream. I need to. I think we've got it set up in the AMA section of the Discord, but for people that discover it through this, yeah, it's going to make it easier just to have a command for it. Don't know if I saw something too dialogue boxy. There are text boxes, but not really any characters saying things. So yeah, we've not seen a dialogue box yet. Also, hang on. Oh, these are guilds. We can join the Squatters Guild. Fantastic. That sounds great. Oh, right. Well, actually, no. Let's not get that installing yet. We've got more things to check out on the page. Graeldon missed something important there. Go ahead and mark that one off. We have a demo. The game is more than $10 at full price. It's on a promo at the moment, though. Get it for 40% off. We don't have any DLC or a soundtrack, but we have had an update. We do have gifts in the description. We have a review from Splattercat. I think this game is really, really awesome. This is one of those games that is much more than meets the eye. Well, there you go. Splattercat is a name that I recognize. Let's see. It doesn't recognize any relevant games up here. Oh, sorry, I missed this. We have 4 people who have wishlisted the game. No one in my friends list owns it, but they've wishlisted it. Do support additional languages. We are Steam Deck compatible. We have more than 20 achievements, so we can mark that one off. We have a developer website, and we have a developer YouTube. Holy cow. The only biggest question is, did we have unique in the description? Maybe. It might be hiding under here. Yes, we do. Each with unique gameplay and challenges and guilds with unique starts. Fantastic. We do have unique in the description. Sky, it's not a website, it's to the Discord? How dare they? They tried to trick us. Maple Treeway is redeeming free space. Maple Treeway, what are you redeeming? Also, good point. I didn't check to see if they did any other games. No, Gnomes is the only game that they've made. They've only made one game. Maple Treeway is redeeming Grail loses it. All right, everyone can go ahead and mark that one off. And it is also a bingo. They're calling it now. Let's go and have a look. Where are my view cards? Maple Treeway here, Maple. Maple has managed to get... this up, where am I? There. Maple Treeway managed to get additional languages, same developer and publisher, more than 20 achievements, Grail loses it as a free space, and unique in the description. That is a bingo! First one of the day, and it was right out of the gate. We didn't even start downloading the game before you got there. That's quite impressive. That is going to award you 1 bingo point. Let me just go ahead and mark that for you. Maple Treeway. 1 bingo point there, and we'll add that to the overlay as well. There. Ah, perfect. There's just enough room for you on here, Maple Treeway. With 1 point down there. Beautiful. That gets you an entry into the prize draw at the start of the next month. Bravest Phantom, sup, popping in to say hi. Out and about for a little bit, so I figured to say hi. Hopefully my scooter doesn't die on the way home from the bank. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully it doesn't die. I hope if it does die, you don't have too far to walk, but given that you are taking the scooter with you, I'm assuming it's a fair walk. Alrighty, let us get this game installing. I'm going to... Actually, we don't need to go to holding screen because it's going to be done. There we go. It's a tiny little game. How big was the download for that? 49 megabytes. Whew. Hopefully that didn't make the stream lag too much. I mean, I know you guys might have experienced a little bit of buffering as a result of that 50 megabyte install size. Let's have a look. We're going to be playing this game for 30 minutes once we actually get past the main menu screen, and we'll see if it's worth our time. We will see if it's able to be streamed. Because currently it says no. It's trying. Hang on a second. Stream, are you okay? Oh, there we go. It figured it out. We're good. No. As soon as I click into it, it can't show it. All right, hang on. There must be a setting here I need to change somewhere. This isn't a great start. Full screen. No. Oh, there we go. Windows. That's what we need to do. Full screen was causing problems. Alice. Perfect pun. Mwah. If I could, I would give you a bingo point just for that. Bravest Phantom, you know how my walk home from work was an hour? The bank is an extra 30-minute walk past my old job, so at most it shouldn't be longer than an hour if it does die. That's still one heck of a walk. I mean, I guess silver lining, you've got a live stream to keep you company on the way, but... Ow. I'm guessing you live in, like, America somewhere, right, Bravest? I'm guessing it's just a matter of the expectation of everyone has a car, right? Sounds like a bicycle might be a worthwhile investment. Anyway, here is our video settings screen, I guess. It did not detect the correct resolution, and it doesn't actually support up to 4K. And now I've buggered things because windowed is not going to be big enough, and if I go full screen, it doesn't stream properly. Hang on, there's got to be a way I can do this. If I just tell it to focus on that. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. I like the fact that we can turn on and off the CRT filter as well, because I know not everyone likes that. Audio, we do have separate sound sliders. Beautiful. The music is very quiet. But I think, actually, let's turn it up a little bit. Now, can I click and drag? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that is so weird. The mouse moves smoothly here. As soon as you try and click and drag, it does work, but it doesn't follow the mouse. You can click here to make it go, though. But seriously, did no one, when testing this game, try and drag one of these sliders? Because that is not how it should work. Okay, that's fun. If we were still doing bingo, we'd call that a bug, for sure. And some people own their own scooters, my chef friend does. Honestly, the electric scooters can get you around pretty fast. If you've got one, I don't know how far they get you, but I know that they'll move you along pretty quickly. Alice, just walk fast. I do. Walking fast is all well and good, as long as you're not trying to walk for an hour and a half. Bravest American here, and yeah, if I trusted the drivers here to not run me over on a bike, there are very few bike lanes in my city, and bikes aren't allowed on sidewalks, but electric scooters are. That's a weird distinction. Here in Victoria, Australia, it's the same rules for bikes and scooters. Neither of them are allowed on a bike path unless you are a child. If you're an adult, you're not allowed. You have to be on a bike path or on the road. Alice, you've walked into a forest near my home like 2 hours with no idea where I'm going. As long as you manage to get back out again, that's the important thing. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, we need to actually get into some gameplay. We've got the tutorial is on. That should be fine. Damage numbers are on. I think that's all we need. Controls are rebindable, which is always a win. Let's see how well this teaches us to play. Also, I am just loving the aesthetic. This does look good. It's a little bit foreboding with the bloodied knife on the gnome. Like, are we the bad guys? I'm a little concerned about that. Okay, so we've got 3 different game modes. Campaign, choose your starting guild, survive and progress to the next map. Daily run, beat day 16 on the swamp to unlock, or a random run. Interesting. Okay, so they've worked a few options for replayability into it. Wouldn't mind having a garden gnome around? Yes, but would you want a sentient garden gnome that's armed with a knife? That's the question. Alice is still in the forest. That's very nice, actually. Having a German black metal in my eardrums fuels me. I feel that. Sometimes, like when you go for a walk or a run, you just need the perfect music to set the mood. All right, let's have a look at campaign. We'll start in the forest. We'll put 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. The only guild we can choose are the rogues, and they didn't tell me what they do. Getting started. Move the camera. WASD. Yeah. Or right mouse. We can click and drag it. Very nice. Build one house. That is a house. Costs 3 coins. I have 30. It gives +1 population. Our population is 0. Okay. Let's put the house. And the houses will change the path. Okay. Well, let's make their path slightly longer then. Now build 1 gnome. Gnome buildable costs 7 coins. 1 attack every 0.4 seconds. And I can see their attack range there. So yeah, let's put you here then. But as many crops as possible. Crops can only be planted on fertile soil. So this music is very ethereal. Not what I was expecting, but I kind of dig it. +1 coin per day sunflowers. Okay, so crops go... Yeah, I thought so. The greener looking tiles. Well, let's put a few of those down. Yeah, I guess the point is that you might as well invest all your money, right? But I could also... Oh, it won't let me put anything else down. It's the tutorial. I have to put down all sunflowers. All right. End turn and face the goblins. Bring it on, goblins. Oh, they're fast little buggers. Look at them go. Yeah, you're no match for my little gnome. Oh, position the gnome next to the path. Ah, okay, so you can move them because the path changes. That's an interesting touch. And then you've got like these little swamp spots that you can't actually put things on. Okay, okay. Gnome. Oh, they get given randomized names. Snupdoodle Fairy Seed. Oh my god. Imagine you lived your entire life amongst the goblins. Grew up amongst them, raised by them. You trained with them every day. And every day you heard about the terrifying gnomes. But there was one that stood out more than the others. It was the legend of Snupdoodle Fairy Seed. I hope you never come face to face with them. That's great. I hope the rest of them get randomized names as well. All right, we have a shop. Okay, welcome to the shop. Hover item to inspect. The shop restocks daily. Supplies, uncommon relics. Shop gets +1 item slot. Oh, it is an uncommon relic. You can also banish them if you don't want to ever see them again. That's kind of nice. Hoe! I can just straight up buy a hoe. When crops or weeds are trampled, fertilize adjacent ground. Okay, good thing I directed the path away from them. Lantana. Common weed buildable. Deals 1 damage when trampled, spreads each day. So the farming mechanics are actually quite important in this then. Goblin ear, gnomes get +5% something. +2 money on, oh, must be like a crit chance, and +2 coins on a crit kill. Maximum of 2 coins per gnome per day. It's not great. That means you need a lot of gnomes to get your investment back for that then. The uncommon ones sound like more the way to go. Let's go, yeah, with supplies. Oh, and that then gets replaced with something else. Wheat, common crop. Buildable, +1 per day, +1 extra when adjacent to other wheat, so better than sunflowers. Okay, we'll take that. And that then goes down the bottom. I can't build anything though, because I am broke and I can't move houses. You can only move gnomes. Well, let's hope that wasn't a mistake. I might die right here. Or then goblins will. I'm fine. Haha. Fear me. Also, they can path through trees, apparently. Blocks enemies. Doesn't block them enough. Goblin recruit spawner. Spawn stronger goblins. I wonder if you can actually kill those. Yeah, Lantana and Hoe sound like a good combo. Absolutely could be. Ah, Alice has also heard about the Mind Goblin. You get weeds that are meant to be trampled and then fertilized soil when it is. Yeah, those two would definitely combo nicely together. So if I have more fertile soil, I can use that for planting some wheat down here. But that is all that I had the money. I probably should not have done that. It's fine. It's fine. We can take a few hits. I should have got another gnome, I think. Today. Today's the day that we get a second gnome. Boom. Build more houses. Oh, dang it. Today is not the day. Sorry, my dang allergies are the worst. Okay, we are not getting an additional gnome today. So what happens if I block here, they will just go through it. They will trample it. Good to know. Don't really want them to trample any of our crops. That seems like a terrible thing to have happen. But if I put a house down here, it's going to redirect it that way. So I can't really put the house anywhere that's going to make a big difference. I mean, I will be able to eventually, but right now with just one house, no. Although, putting it down there could work. Yo, thank you for the follow. Actually, no. Was that a follow or was that a membership? I can't tell. Hang on. Let me have a quick look here. You gonna tell me? Nope. I missed the notification and now it's gone. So, thank you for that. That was a Prime. Twitch sub. Thank you so much for the sub. This is what happens when I get too distracted by the game itself. Alright, so where should I put the little house? I mean, I could put it all the way up here and just be like, haha, no, get off my territory, jerk. But also it could be worthwhile because there's more fertile soil there for planting things. I reckon for now I'm going to put it down here so it at least has to loop around that. Okay. Can't afford one of those. I might as well plant... Oh, no. I can put the sunflower up here where I can't put anything adjacent to it. Because that will still get me money on my next round. There's so many of them! Oh, no! This is why I needed the house before. I needed more gnomes. And now they're down there. Oh, these little buggers. Alright, you there. You... Well, hang on. Let's think about this. I can do both a house and a gnome. Or I can do a wheat and nothing else. Fantastic. But if I were to put down a house, where can I put it that's going to make life easier for the gnomes? Absolutely freaking nowhere. Love that. Oh, man. The way this tries to get you to, like, think about things is terrible because I don't think about things very well. In a way, this actually reminds me of, like, a 2D top-down version of Sanctum. There's a throwback to a game you probably have never heard of. Let's grab another little gnome. We'll put him down here. Support gnome. Do it. Alright, let's go. Here they go. Oh! Why is that one only... Oh, do they level up after they get enough kills? They do. They have XP. Ah. I was not expecting that. Maple Tree, Blank Goblin is also an incredibly powerful card that caused the whole sticker mechanic to be banned. Oh, sorry, was that? There's a Magic the Gathering card called Blank Goblin, with the effect being you place a name sticker on it when it enters to fill in the blank in the name. One of the name stickers was deliberately chosen to be mined. I love it when people lean into that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, that he did level up. That's why he's got a blue hat now. Absolutely. Interesting. Okay, there's more depth to this than I was expecting. They're also coming at us from two different paths. So let's... Oh, actually, should we... We don't have enough money for both, so we're going to have to put one of these guys down so he can start leveling up as well. And then I think tomorrow we'll focus on income. Oh, we might just lose. Yeah, we might just lose. Okay. Ah, and then they're going to trample on that. Well, at least we can move these guys. Well, that seems as good a spot as any. If I had enough, I could put a house and force them to go, but it's still treating it like the fastest path is that way. I'll just block you there. Haha. No, that actually kind of works in our favor. If I can move you... Oh, where's your best spot? There you still hit two things. Ah! This is the worst situation. I can't get more gnomes. I've been neglecting the shop. I didn't see... I could just straight up buy a archer gnome for 3. Oh, but no. That's not buying the gnome. That's buying the ability to have a gnome. I'm a dum-dum. I've got nowhere to put him now. I have to build a house. We need more gnomes. We need them quickly. Alright, we need to protect that, which I think makes sense. Yeah. That actually forces them all onto the same path, which might be good, it might be terrible. I think what we'll do instead is we'll put one here. And Blue Hat Dude can go there so that he can hit both sides. Yep. You are going to go... Oh, but then that changes that, because he was in the path. Ah! That, I think, makes sense. And then he's just going to have to go there. I'd like to have them a bit closer, but I think that will do. Oh, there's so many of them! But the plan worked! I am a genius! What is Sanctum? Sanctum is a combination of a third-person shooter with a tower defense game. And every level is laid out at a grid, and you can choose basically where you build barriers and then towers on top of those barriers. So you basically start with a blank field, kind of like what they're doing here with gnomes, where you have to put obstacles in the way to make the most convoluted path possible for the enemies to follow so that you've got more time to damage them. It was actually developed by Coffee Stain Studios, who then went on to make Satisfactory. Yeah. It's a pretty... They're pretty good devs. Alright. Raven, so now I sit wondering if I'd actually like more tower defense games. Yeah, you never know. All through your life, you've derided tower defense games that did not interest me. Then I remembered Ratchet & Clank Q-Force, one of my favorite games, and technically tower defense. Yeah, sometimes you'll be surprised at what you enjoy. I think tower defense, though, in fairness, is one of those games that's probably a little bit better to play than it is to watch, so apologies to all of you right now. But we'll do our best. Also, we need to check their names. Who have we got? So this was Trentson Stippletooth. We've got our Blue Hat Gnome, which is Snupdoodle Fairy Seed, and we also have Blink Bobble Sprinkle Barrow. Oh god, they're such wonderfully fantasy names that don't sound appropriate when they're wielding knives. Okay, we need more currency. Let's put a wheat down there so at least those are synergizing. An archer gnome costs 8, and that's crazy. Alright, and we'll get 11 coins next time. Oh, they've got a lot of health. Go, blue gnome. Go. Oh. Okay. We have 2 health left. And there's 4 goblin camps? Big goblins, goblin recruits, baby goblins, and lumberjack goblins. Oh, we're going to have a bad day here. Okay, what can we do? Let's put you up there so that you can hit more things. We are going to lose. I've only got 2 hearts left. This is not going well. Is there anything interesting in the shop? Rose, crop, buildable, 3+1 when trampled, but there's no fertile. Oh, actually, that is fertile soil up there. So, I mean, that could get me heart, but then I'd have to actually build it, which costs 3. I have not been paying enough attention to the things in the shop. Rice, +1 per day, only grows on swamps. Coffee, 1 per day. Nearby gnomes get -20% cooldown. Dynamite blows things up. Or a bone. Gnomes get... Yeah, okay, interesting. Ah. So... yeah, I don't know what I'm meant to be focused on here. Oh. So many options. Well... These my 2 gnomes are alive. Go with that. That looks like a terrible idea. Yeah, I think we leave them just on a single path. I think that makes sense. And I feel like... Oh, we can get one of the archer ones now. Oh, sorry. Didn't get to the mute button in time there. Dude, he's got a massive range. Yep, he's going down the bottom there. Hopefully that's going to be enough to help save us. And then we invest our last few coins into some crops, I think? Or do we buy a thing so we get more money next time? We don't really have... Oh, we do have some gnomes that nearby crops, but I don't think I can't remove crops once they've been planted. That's permanent. Huh. I'm already starting to see, like, the different synergy and layers between stuff. Like, you can even lock things in the shop so they don't get re-rolled on the next day. There's some really interesting ideas here. I think we buy that, so we've got it. Ooh, Fly Agaric. Uncommon Relic Mushroom. Gnomes get plus 35% crit chance. We get plus 25%. Okay, we don't want that. I mean, I'm sure there are some builds where you might want that, but I don't want that. Let's take advantage of some of the... like the weirdly spaced fertile soil up there and go. Now we die. Now we've got the powerful archer gnome. And we've got a green hat knife gnome now. Look at him. Snap. Don't mess with Snupdoodle Fairy Seed. He's got dealt 151 damage, 59 confirmed kills. His nickname is the Brutalizer. You don't mess with this gnome. So what I want to double check, they don't have health, do they? No. The goblins never actually target them for damage. So I could just chuck this guy right here and he'll hit everything as they come out. Also feels like needing to juggle way too many things with something that's supposed to be basic. Mr. Robot Devil, I need you to understand your explanation equally complicated and confusing to me. Oh, hang on, I missed that. Robot Devil was simple. We put the Dart Monkey, yes. Then Ninja Monkey for camo, then Wizard for lead, then Cannon for ceramic, Then you need to combo Sniper and Alchemist. Then you need City plus Banana Farms. Then you just have to place the towers right and optimize the upgrades. Yeah, that's how all of these kind of games work. I haven't found any of those things yet in this game, but I'm sure they're just there at a higher level. Also, I love how the icon for the big goblin spawners is a Big Mac. Like, the devs knew exactly what they were doing when they put that in. So I could just... No, I can't put you on the swamp. Gotcha. I think we're going to put you up here. You've got a good line of sight there. You can just jump over to there. Yeah, he's hiding in the woods. Get him. They'll come sneaking past the tree and just get stabbed. They'll never see it coming. Literally. Oh, but that means our crop's going to get trampled. Boo. Why don't you just put that down as well? Wasted money. Alright, well, we're going to start putting down some wheat because we know that wheat synergizes nicely with itself. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Yeah, +1 extra, so immediately that's going to start giving us a lot of money. If we live to tell the tale. Yeah, ooh. Over there now. And down. Oh no. This is where we struggle. Okay, you can go there and you'll be able to shoot in the back, or we can go there and you can shoot a bit on both sides, which I think is better. Okay. Green hat gnome. Where are the biggest things coming out of? Those are baby golems. They're fine. We need you to hit the ones with more health. You're going to go down there. Cool. I do like this aspect of like the routes for the enemies constantly changing, so you're always kind of on your toes going, all right, well, where's the best spot to put things down? Also, we're doing all right on the money now. We still need more wheat, and then we'll start getting somewhere good. Okay, should we put down a house? No, because we can still afford one extra gnome. Beans. Last one today. Fertilizes adjacent ground. Ooh. Fishing hook. Gnomes earn money when they're near a swamp tile. Oh, I got nothing to do. I'll just do some fishing. Windmills. Wheat and corn within 2 tiles. Extra. Wow. So much weird synergy going on here. That's kind of good. I don't normally have my gnomes next to other gnomes. Let's give them plus 15% crit chance because they're on their own. That feels better than investing in money at the moment. Go get them, little gnomes. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect amounts of murder. All right, everyone's coming down this way now. Ah, because we blocked that, they can't get through. Yes. See, this is where I could be joking. If I put a house here, I can make them go really down along the long way. So I'm going to do exactly that. Aha. Now you have to take longer to get around that way. And I could grab a second archer and pop him right there. Oh, this is going to go brilliantly. I love it. Let's get some more wheat down. Yeah. Money. Here we go. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on. Why do you take no damage? I don't like that. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. They've got reinforcements, guys. I don't like this. Well. The archers kind of are going to have a bad time here. Not as useful as I would like. In fact, it looks like they're just going to chop a path through the trees? Yeah, lumberjack goblins. Oh, good lord. I think we angered them. Robot Devil Inside trying to make Loop Hero, but it's Walkscape. I play Walkscape. I got in for the beta for it. I've been playing it for a while. I've not gotten particularly far. But I play it, and I like it. It's great. Good little way to kind of like motivate some exercise. For those that aren't aware, Walkscape is basically a combination of RuneScape, but with a pedometer. And you have to walk to do anything. Nice way to, yeah, kind of gamify getting exercise. I always think that's a good idea. Alright, is there anything I could do here to really slow these guys down? Not really. What's in the shop? Wolf Claw. Gnomes get minus 20% cooldown when not near any of the other gnomes. Yeah, maybe. Cactus. Deals damage when enemies pass adjacent tiles. There's no way down there that we could plant them though, because it needs fertile soil. Piggy Bell. +1 bell per day. I don't know what bells do. Oh, bells are for banishing things. Gotcha. Gum Boots. Gnomes can be placed on swamp tiles. Ah. Gold Top. Gnomes cost -1 population, but get -100. I'm sorry, what? This means you no longer have to build houses. You can just put down as many gnomes as you want. Because they always cost 1 population, so now they would cost 0. But they don't level up. So you just spam low-level gnomes. That's really cool. See, when we talk about roguelites needing to be more creative with some of the relics that they come up with, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just, oh, +5% damage or +5% HP. It's, no, we're going to make it so they're free, but they can't level up anymore. Like, you need just enough complexity that you can start taking it away. Walks out, yeah, basically mine and work like in RuneScape while you walk. And there's little quests and things you can do in it as well. It's they're still working on it, and they've been adding a lot of content to it. I thought I'd make a Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Even ripping off Isaac is better than lame stat boosts. To be honest, I've not played Binding of Isaac. I need to at some point. Today is not that day. It's not on the list. How could it be that day? Alright, an extra archer is not going to help us, but an extra gnome with a stabby knife probably will. We want to space them out slightly though. So we'll put them there. And we're going to hope for the best. And by hoping for the best, I mean we're going to plant more crops so we've got more money to hope for the best on another day. Alright, here they come. Oh, this is very bad. Nope, that archer is worth its weight in gold. Good lord. 21 confirmed kills on that one, 7 kills on that one. Green knife guy is now up to 71. Good job, Snupdoodle. Who's our sniper? Skretson Sizzleweather. And our other one is Snrek Crank Green Thatch. Don't try and say that too many times quickly. Okay, now, ooh, armored goblins. Okay, those are the ones that actually caused us problem before. 30% chance to basically take no damage is kind of overpowered. But that's cool. We'll be fine. We've got Snupdoodle Fairy Seed. He's a pro. He's been around these parts for a few years. He knows what's what. Alright, can we put a house down somewhere to actually... Yeah, that gets them all onto the same path. It's sometimes a good way of doing it. Or is it better to direct them down there? Questions. I think we bring them up onto the same path. I don't think I want to do that. We'll leave them up there so both archers can hit that way. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, you... Get them as they start coming out of the woods. You'll get them there. You're going to be defense down there. And then we've got one more gnome who's just hanging out right down the bottom. You're going to go there. Also, you guys might not be able to hear it because it's a very quiet sound effect. I only just noticed it. When you pick them up, they make a little... Hey! Great, Mac. You better either have stacking effects for getting multiple or one really weird inventive effect. Yes! Absolutely agree. What else have we got in the shop now? Manure! Turns ground into fertile soil. Okay, useful. Piggy bank, just straight up money per day. We'll take it. Pesticide, crops and wields deal +2 damage when trampled. I don't even know which one are weeds. These could be weeds for all I know, but they don't get trampled. Those are crops, that's fertile soil. I don't actually know what a weed is. Mead. Gnomes get +1 damage, but no XP. Okay. That's the goblin ear again, which could be useful now that we've got a bunch of gnomes. Yeah, that'll get us some money. Level 1 gnomes get +1 damage. Yes! Coffee crop. Have we got anyone near crops? Not yet. If they start coming up that way, we might. Or just dynamite to blow things up could also be useful. I think we're good with what we've got. Our red hat gnomes now have +1 damage, so we'll grab an extra one and chuck him down there and he'll help. He'll be fine. Let's go. We have to survive for like 3 more days. Oh, no! Ah, we were doing so well. Our poor little gnomes. All they ever wanted to do was murder goblins. Why couldn't they just murder goblins? It's fine. I don't understand all the hate against gnomes. They're just little stabby dudes. Oh dear. But we did unlock new guilds, the Lumberjacks and the Rangers. So the Lumberjacks get a sawmill, which gives you money per day per adjacent tree. And a hammer, which just says it's a comic, gives you +1 health per day. That's huge. Whereas the Rangers start with rice and a garden hose to make more swamp. And they start with archers instead. Okay. So there's multiple different types of gnomes that we never saw. Like these guys are axe gnomes instead of knife gnomes. And then you've got more archer gnomes there as well. Makes me wonder how many unlockables there are. And you can do a full map screenshot. So you can share, you know, what your map ended up looking like. That's really neat. I like that. I can see why this game has seen quite a bit of popularity, because rather than a standard tower defense, which is like, oh, you're gonna have a bunch of maps and they're predetermined, and so you can find optimal setups for tower placement and tower types. Like oh god, what are the games? The Kingdom Rush series, or even something like Bloons, to the best of my knowledge, could be classified as solved games, because there's a finite combination of things and people optimize it to figure out what the best things are. There will definitely be some meta strategies with this game for sure, but the thing is that the map changes every time, and it looks like the locations that the goblins spawn from are also randomized. So every time you play, the layout's different, the enemy positioning's different, the pathing is different. So there'll be things you can do to optimize in terms of a strategy of, well, you know, if you've got a lot of swamp, then you should be purchasing more of these and things like that. But there's no cheat guide in terms of, oh, on this day, place this thing in this position and repeat following the guide and you'll win. Like, you do actually need to be able to employ some level of strategy on the fly to adapt to how things change. So, yeah, I really dig what this game is doing, and I can see why it's got the level of popularity. I think the aesthetics might not be for everyone. It's a bit dark, a little grungy with the pixel art. It's serviceable. It's not the prettiest thing to look at, but I think they managed to nail a consistent aesthetic throughout their game, and that's also worthy of praise. They obviously had a style in mind and they've executed on it, and that's also a good thing. So yeah, I'm glad I got to check this out. Fun little game. It's time for us to move on to the next one though. And of course, everything is broken in the background. Give it a sec. Here we go. We're back. Raven, never heard of Walker before, but looks adorable. I actually tried out Walker before I made the jump over to Walkscape. I would say that Walkscape is my preferred one. There's more to do in it. The only reason I'm not playing as much Walkscape now as I used to play is because I started cycling instead of walking. And it's not compatible with that because, funnily enough, it doesn't increase your step count. So, there you go. Valerian, finally caught you live. Really enjoyed the videos. Welcome. You have come in at the perfect time. We're playing bingo. So if you check the description, depending if you're on Twitch or YouTube, I think you're on YouTube. If you check the description, you'll be able to get a link to a bingo card because we are about to move on to a new game, which means we're going to play a new round of bingo, and there's always some prizes to give out as well. All right, so let's just save that so that we don't get the same one as before. I'm going to jump over to the bingo size one. Let's see what size bingo we're dealing with. Still a 5x5. Okay, no worries. Then we'll just make sure that we scramble and clear all the cards so everyone starts fresh. Boom, there we go. And let's jump over to our Devs Minigames again and see what we're playing next. Here we go. Fuke returns. Welcome. Alice, don't play walk games because you instead listen to music from speedcore to black gaze. I've never heard of either of those things before, but we're going to be playing Beloved Rapture. The fun thing about Walkscape is that you don't play it while you're walking. It just tracks your steps, and then when you finish walking, you decide what to basically do as your next action. The way the game works is you basically, oh, I'm at this location, let's say I want to mine rocks. You tell your character, I want to mine rocks. You then walk, and every X number of steps, it executes an action in-game. So you don't actively watch the screen while you're playing, which is honestly one of the reasons that a lot of people really enjoy it, because it's more of something to do after the fact rather than distracting you while you're trying to walk around. All right, Beloved Rapture. What was this game? Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, yes. Okay, I have seen this one before. Lost Songs of Archon. Beloved Rapture is an indie JRPG, lowercase j for some reason, inspired by the classics, beautiful landscapes, fighting turn-based battles, and uncover many secrets. This mid-length adventure balances both an intimate coming-of-age story and larger threats looming over the Troubled Kingdom. So, standard JRPG. Perfect. Do you by any chance have a Walkscape invite code? I don't think I do, but I will double check after the stream. If I have got one, I'll share it over on the Discord. I don't think I do, because at the moment they're still in beta, and you can sign up to apply for it, or you can, I think you have to make a purchase to get guaranteed access to the beta. All right, let's have a look at what's going on here. Let's watch the trailer and see what we're in for. From Rapturous Studio. Oh, this is 100% Chrono Trigger inspired. Look at it. I said before he even did the Whirlwind Slash, which is so quintessentially Chrono Trigger. A sword? Where did you get this? I don't know, a blacksmith. But it has swimming. Oh, come on. The animations on that actually look pretty good. Okay. Nice number of biomes. Fishing minigame. Fancy tree. Yeah, I'm getting a mix of like Chrono Trigger and Legend of Mana. I wonder what engine they've used to make this. Music's not bad and is quite on point. Reminds you of Chained Echoes. Another one that I've heard of but haven't played. I think in our community, Acor has been wanting me to play that. Okay, bit of dungeon exploration. Ooh, spooky monsters. Character designs are very Fire Emblem in appearance. Just surprising. I think these guys are definitely fans of a lot of the games that I've mentioned. There is no way you would jump like that in that suit of armor. But from a fantasy perspective, I love it. Yeah. If you combine Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Fire Emblem, Legend of Mana, you'd probably get something that looks a little bit like this. I mean, honestly, the thing that annoys me the most is that the character art up here, they didn't just use the character art from the game, which is lovely and I think has far more personality than the art does up here. So that was a 2-minute trailer, so not like on that one. All right, Raven, I hope you are ready to go. It's time to call out some tiles for bingo. Unfortunately, we have more than 200 reviews again. That's surprising, but we do have a very positive rating, so we get that one. It was released after 2020. The developer has made only one game. Robot Rhapsody is a second game that comes out later this year and has been wishlisted by Richard, who's always got good taste in games. Look, Two Left Thumbs is a different publisher. Okay, they've done more. Good to know, but that still counts as only done one game. Let's see. The game is more than $10. They gifted me a code for the game, so thank you. Shout out to the devs. That's very kind of them. It looks like the game has been updated because Lost Songs of Archon is an expansion for it. What else have we got? It has been wishlisted by a friend and purchased by a friend. It is controller compatible. It is Steam Deck compatible. We have a developer YouTube, but we don't have a developer website. We checked already. Yeah, it's been updated. That's good. We have got a GIF in the description. Perfect. Do we have unique? We do 6 unique playable characters and 6 total party members, each with their own unique skills and stats. They're doubly unique. Good on them. Related games are... Okay, that's from the same. More like this. Oh, yes. This and Expedition 33 are absolutely on the same page. Digimon Storytime Stranger, Persona 3 Reload, and Persona 5 Royal. I'm going to say, yeah, they're related because they are all JRPGs. Very different aesthetics, but yeah. Two Left Thumbs? What are Two Left Thumbs known for? You guys recognize them. Castellon... Magenta Horizon? Kraken Slay, Wizard Jess? I feel like I've heard of Wizard Jess. What other games have they done? Heroes of the Seven Islands. Oh, that's another one that I think ended up in my developer list somewhere. They're a damn big YouTuber. Oh, I did not know that. All right, Alice, thank you for being here. Have a good sleep. Hopefully see you in the next stream. I did not know that. All right, we're learning things. Hope they fix the camera after the demo. Need to play Magenta Horizon. Oh, maybe we'll end up playing that one day. Do you want to go? You want to go out? Okay. Off for a sec. Love it when cats do that thing of, oh, you opened the door for me so I can go out? No, I'm just going to sit here and stare at you. All right, what did I miss there? Hang on, let me come back. Boop, we're back. Two Left Thumbs is a YouTube channel, to me known for big Easter egg videos in Undertale / Deltarune and Henry Stickmin. They also published games like Dead Estate and a bunch of Flash games to Steam. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I hadn't heard of them before. Well, I think I must have, because Two Left Thumbs as a name rang a bell somewhere in the back of my mind, but I didn't know what they were associated with. All right, is there anything else on here that we need to check before we move on to the actual game? Look at the price. Oh, we've got an OST, which means we've got DLC. So go check both of those on there as well. Luca, is the way to mark a bingo tile is not possible? Then it'll be easier to see if my bingo is dead. Not that I know of, because sometimes we don't know what's possible or not until we get into the game. There's a few other things that we can mark off straight away. We have got health. We've got an inventory / equipment. We've got currency. I'm pretty sure I saw in there that we've got dialogue box. And we've got pixel art as well. So we can always mark off all of those. What I will say, though, Luca, is if you get a lot of tiles, like if you're finding you're consistently getting a tile that just never appears in a game, you can use your channel points to redeem something that allows you to remove a tile from the mix so that it doesn't pop up again. Okay, I don't see anything else on here that's jumping out. Don't forget as well, though, if you've got something on your bingo chart that you think I might have missed or you want to confirm if it's been called or not, let me know. Oh, and we've got magic. We've got magic. Of course we've got magic. We've got spells. Mark that one off as well. All right, let's get this game installed. I'm going to pop you guys over to the holding screen for a second so you can have a crack at Wordle. I know some of you might have that on your bingo chart. We'll get this installed. You might get a little bit of buffering while the game downloads, but hopefully it'll be done pretty quickly. And by being done pretty quickly, I mean it is done already. Let's check the file size. Oh, Sky's redeeming free space. Sky, which space are you redeeming? Pop it in the chat. Less than 200 reviews and bingo. Absolutely. I'll check that in a sec to verify. Just checking. File size was 716 megabytes for those that care. Once we've done the Wordle, we'll jump over and check, but I know Sky has cold first, so we'll check theirs before anyone else's. At this point in time, the bingo's just for fun. I'm sorry, not the bingo. The Wordle is just for fun. Amarotense, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so far you've done thumb and alert, and all we've found so far is that there is an A in it. This might not be going very well. That's fine though. Throw some more words at it. You never know what'll happen. I'm not going to move on until you finish the bingo. I don't care what words you put in there. I don't care if you win or not. But I'm not moving on until you finish the bingo because we started this. Yeah, there we go. Solo Kissin knows what's up. Spain's a good guess, actually. That uses up a lot of letters that haven't been used yet. Oh, no, underscore went for basic as well, which got through first. Basic was good. That gave you the A and the I. Unfortunately, makes Spain less of a good guess. No S's in there. Interesting. Obviously, the hardest part about playing bingo like this is that you don't have like a keyboard of letters in front of you that mark off to say that they're not in it. It's like when you play normal Wordle, you can see the letters that aren't going to be in there anywhere. There is a P, but it's not in the first spot. Ah. And in a P? That B then? Oh, Vapid! Nicely done. Who called that one? Solo Kissin. Straight in with it. Vapid was a great guess. Nicely done. All right. Let's go have a look at Sky's bingo, shall we? Ooh, where is Sky? Here. Sky managed to get Wishlisted by Steam Friend, more than $10, less than 200 reviews by redeeming a free space, develop a YouTube channel, and DLC. That is a bingo. Nicely done. That is one extra bingo point for you to add on to your total. Your total, which was currently 0, and I didn't realize. Unfortunately, that does not get you onto the top 5 leaderboard. Sorry, Sky. For some reason, I just assumed that you already had more points than that. Is that bad of me? I think it's because in the previous months, you were absolutely smashing the bingo. Not so much in this one. Nicely done, Sky. I also just realized that on my little sound effects board, I need to be very careful because the icons for the sound effects are a little close to each other. And the one for applause is right next to 2 buttons. One of them being canned laughter, and the other one being this. So things could go very wrong.
Skylark Blue 2 joined the crusade.
I have to make sure I don't misclick those ones, otherwise it might be a little bit uncomfortable to go, oh yes, congrats on a bingo! Massive fart, please. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. Well done, Sky, on the bingo, and we'll be able to carry on. I've been hanging back this month, have. User, please try this. It's insane. What is insane? I missed it. Unless you're posting links that got blocked. All right, let's give this game a go. We can reset for the bingo because that one's done. So Raven, thank you. Feel free to just clear off some of the text if you want to make things aesthetically look a little better. And let's jump into Beloved Rapture. I'm expecting this to be a fairly classic RPG in terms of its themes and touch points, but let's see, maybe it'll pleasantly surprise us. Ooh. This music is not what I was expecting. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Very dungeon synthwave. Or just dungeon synth. Press enter. What if I just press X? That also... Okay. They've done their play on the Final Fantasy Crystal Arpeggio thing. User, it's blocked then. It's Jovanka Jolik's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on itch. Schizophrenic Ultra Kill with Elon Musk and Terry Davis and Jakub. That is certainly a sentence that I never thought I would read. I'm also going to just turn the sound down a little bit because I'm realizing that's maybe a bit too loud. That's probably better there. At this stage, we don't really touch on itch games so much. If it comes over to Steam, you'll be able to submit it to feature in one of these live streams. But about once, maybe twice a year, we do an itch randomizer. So there's a chance of it coming up, but just for the premise of the channel and what we do, we don't normally touch itch too frequently. All right. Oh, settings opens. Okay, guys, come on. You can do better than this. Your settings opens a window outside of the game to change the settings. My disappointment is immeasurable. That's... What? One slider for master volume. Are you serious? Are you serious? Not even a V-Sync option. You couldn't give me one for music and one for sound effects. Oh, man. Well. Oh, okay. And now we're just doing a small screen size? Sure. Give me full screen backlit. Hang on. Okay, no, it's staying full screen now. Good. Well, alright. Neo refund. I can't refund something that was free. Okay, I love the fact that it looks like I can press resume, despite the fact I've not got a file, so let's see what happens. Yes, I will resume my empty file, load from slot 1. Okay, it doesn't actually let you do that. It has got an autosave feature though, which is cool. Alright, let's begin. And so yeah, if this is RPG Maker, it's absolutely been overhauled from the engine, which is pretty cool to see. All right, yes, we'll start the timer and we will view the prologue. Come on, give me some story. Let's make sure it's good. Shall we look for the secret things somewhere in the world, on the blue shores of silence or where the storm has passed? The faint signs remain, coins of time and water, debris, celestial ash, and the irreplaceable rapture. Okay, so we have got a team behind this. Definitely an original soundtrack, custom art. Well, I wonder who the protagonist might be. Oh, he should be close by now, hiding in the ruins. Aiden, do you have your nerve with you? No, I left my left my nerve behind at home. I'm so sorry. I have no nerves. I can't feel anything. I don't know if I can face him. Come to your senses, boy. Do you forget your mother's sacrifice? Don't you put that on me. He isn't responsible for what happened to her. That was your own cowardice. My cowardice? Is that so? Well then, do not repeat the mistakes I made, Aiden. And listen, I know you loved him. Once. But I must face Isolde alone. You are not strong enough to bring her down. And this bloodshed. Tonight. Dad, I don't know why, but in these kinds of like older medieval settings, the word dad just feels out of place. Father. It's more melodramatic. I hate it when I leave my house and realize I forgot my nervous system in the dryer. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I leave it behind in the wardrobe by mistake. Like, it's right next to the like my winter clothes. Yeah, my bad. You're right, though. It's still in the dryer. Oops. I mean, at least you know it's cleaned and it's ready to go. You just forgot to take it with you. Make sure he does not leave this city alive. May Goddess Lucina watch over you, Aiden. You shall not fail. Moments before failure. Okay, he wanders off, and we are in control. Where'd you go, Dad? Where'd you go? I'm gonna follow you. Where'd you go, Dad? I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna come with you. Ah. Okay, that's quite nice that they still kind of roll some of the credits while we're here. I will say the controls feel a little sluggish. I think might just be the engine. It might just be me being picky, though. I can't tell if it's actually sluggish or I'm just imagining things. Use shift to toggle between walking and running. Okay, give me a sec. Let me just find the shift button on my controller. Well. Turns out it's L1. L1 is shift. Beautiful. What I will say is like the actual like graphics, like atmospherically, it's really good. Subtle sound effects of the rain. Actually, let me turn that up a little bit for you guys. The rain sound effects, you've got like the mist or fog flowing over, the light glows in a nice way. Like aesthetically, this is a nice looking pixel RPG without straying into that pseudo 3D pixel art style that Square has been going for recently. This guy, though, has been drinking too much wine. He's just passed out. So much so that he is completely unresponsive. Poor guy, seen better days. Nothing hiding up there. What about down in here? Ah, yes. I love having 3 meter by 2 meter random patches of bricks with walls in the middle of a field. No idea what functional purpose that would serve. Oh, that sprint dash to the side. Mysterious sort of figure. Oh, wow, that's actually a little dark. I was not prepared for that. Satisfying, isn't it? Finally, justice served for that despicable family. She's that pig's last daughter. Good for nothing besides sending the commoners to die in her place. Will you just leave the body? Let it be a message to every tyrant. Let the kingdom and the gods have spoken. She's dead? Is the kingdom already fallen? Oh, time to go and hide behind a flower pot. Yeah, that seems sound. Do you feel that energy, Otis? I'm going to play the pronoun game. You have no idea who I'm talking about, because I am purposely being vague. I gotta find it before they see me. Ooh, that was necessary. Couldn't have used the steps a second time. Oh, no, no, no. Let's show you an ability that you will never be able to use when you're playing the actual game. Jumping over ledges. Johan, how can you put your faith in those monsters? Oh, hi. Friend? Ghost? Yep. Little jumps. Ravens, flatmate says hi and demands begs for the next Hong Kong. Hollow Knight edited vid. Oh god, where did that come from? Hollow Knight edited vid. Good news, it's in progress. We are going to be releasing a new video after this weekend, so first thing on Monday or Sunday night for most of you in the US, which will be another Wheel of Misfortune highlights, and then 2 weeks after that will be the next Hollow Knight video. Tinter is working on it at the moment. Enough of the mind games. You hear me? No, I'm deaf. You've finally gone mad, haven't you? Why would you come back? You aren't safe here, Aiden. I purged the capital of those pigs, and the both of us lived to see it. I thought you'd be more satisfied. Get a grip! I don't recognize you anymore. Guy who I dragged from the edge of dying, my confidant and my best friend. Where is that man gone, huh? Tell me. That was the person I loved, not this monster in front of me. Come on. Spare me all your hurt feelings and theatrics. It doesn't suit you. This is what you want? So be it. Have a taste of my sword. Yes, that is a euphemism. Don't make... Oh, that is a retro combat sound effect. Like, ooh. Okay, looks like it is real-time combat. What spells do we have? Frost, low-level ice spell, can inflict frozen. Low-level flame spell, can inflict burn. Question is, can you be affected by both? Let's start with the burn. Spell effect was underwhelming. I guess it is a low-level spell though, so let's see what Frost looks like. Hiya! Yep, that's about what I thought. Alright, we're just getting smacked by lightning. Okay, let's see how much an actual attack does. Do we do classic Final Fantasy style where we just stay on our side of the arena and swing a sword, or are we going to dash over and hit him? Dash and hit, very nice. Okay, the little like melee combat animations actually look alright. Got a little bit of flair to it. We are getting our butt kicked though. Total miss. Oh no. Enough. Run back to your cowardly father, Aiden. What? Pity. Could have had everything, Aiden. Aiden! Taste dirt, Aiden. Let's play Messy Breakup or Homoeroticism. Why not both? Some weeks earlier. Back when they were dating. You tell me this all transpired in a matter of weeks? We went from casually strolling around the countryside to regicide? Okay. Also, did that say Vegeta Highlands? Zach from Final Fantasy VII! What happened to your hair? How you doing? You up this early? Am I seeing things? Is this the guy from earlier? Yes, Johan. Ugh, back from your trip already. Man, he changed a lot in the space of 2 weeks. Gangster Spong. That is a name and a half. Love your videos, gotta catch the stream. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what is going on, please let me know. But to give you the very brief cliff notes, we're playing this game for another roughly 19 minutes. And then we're going to be moving on to something else, because that's what we do. You know how it is in the new outfit. Like, change the outfit, change the hair. It's a completely different person. Hardly sleep last night. You remember what tomorrow is, don't you? Oh, I have amnesia. I mean, yeah, of course I do. My little Johan. A man at last. What was he before? Honestly, I think my mother's the more excited one. Just invited all her dumb friends to watch the ceremony tomorrow. Just why? Ah, we're getting too much attention. Want me to find you some birthday cake, little guy? Oh, shut it. Well, you're their golden boy, aren't you? Also, you got a little too close for comfort, and he is right up on the edge of that cliff. Don't whine. Revel in it. Eat it up. That's what I do. The village wants to dance around some silly ritual, then just let them. I guess. Look, I've got to take care of something, but I'd be up at the spot afterwards. Why don't you meet me there? There's something I want to tell you. Well? No problem. Wait, where, Johan? Sure, whatever you say, boss. Julian, hello. Abuto, hello. How you both doing? Thanks for stopping by. That's your birthday gift, by the way. Aww, so sweet. I wonder what it is. Chapter 1, The Ascendant Sun. So, we don't actually play as the person we played in the prologue. Interesting. Okay. Use the shift key, exit open the menu. Alright, let's go. Can I read this? Please do not throw anything over the ledge. Can I throw something over the ledge? No, I cannot. Also, sprint is a toggle, so we're just going to leave that on. From the main menu, select guide and choose the map to see your location at any time. Alternatively, use the number key to open it. Okay. Good looking map. Very fantasy floating island style thing going on. Can't scroll it, but at least it shows you where you are and where your destination is. It looks like there's a lot of care that's gone into the world building here, and I can appreciate that, even if we're not going to get to see most of it. Alright. How are we going to get more tutorial along the way? So far, the tutorial's been pretty good. Okay, little birds flying by. Actual items on the ground? Oh, it's Verita, not Vegeta. Hi, lads. I could jump a thing. Golden coins are the currency of beloved rapture. Find them scattered across the many landscapes. This is the thing that always gets me. You've done so much work, like, building the lore of this place, right? You've crafted a world and a story to go with it. When you're saying golden coins are the currency of, why not put the name of the country or the world or whatever in here? Like, Final Fantasy X would have said, oh, Gil is the currency of Spira, or Spira. They wouldn't have said it's the currency of Final Fantasy X. That seems kind of weird. Ibatu, you're doing good. If you know Sekiro, he created a challenge for you when beating Semi-Pro with my... Sorry, you beat Semi-Pro Sekiro with your feet? Or you are beating it? Honestly, anyone that can play through games using controllers that they're not intended to be played with, that's impressive. Like when I watch people finish Dark Souls using a dance mat, that's just wild. Statue of Goddess Lucina. Her grace heals any mortal who touches the beloved stone. Heals only happen once before the statue loses enchantment. She is most rejuvenating for those who have grown weary from battle. Well, let's not use that right now then, because I am definitely not weary from battle. But also, I think we can do a Pokemon... Yes, we can do Pokemon style jumping off ledges. Why can't I pick that up? There we go. So they weren't necessarily lying about the jumps before. You can jump over ledges in one direction sometimes. Good to know. That way to Elysia Grove. Well, I don't think I need to go there. What else was over here? Ooh. Hayes house. Okay, what's this? Stones can be pushed using the confirm key. Yeah. I am strong. This whole place is very dangerous. Many items can be picked up in the field. Mushrooms, herbs, and other medicinal plants. They may just come in handy after a harsh battle. I found lavender. Whatever that is, though, it's just a weed, and I don't want it. That's pretty neat that they've worked some extra stuff into the overworld from an exploration and gathering perspective. Found a ruby. What do you... Ooh, inventory. Hello. We have more settings. Battle mode, game speed, screen settings. Okay, video, audio. Okay, that'll just bring up the same menu from before. And keyboard controls. Cool. What does a ruby do? Permanently boost HP by 20. Nice. And we've got a map as well. Lavender, 15% MP. Okay. We're never going to use any of it, but I'm glad that it's here. Some areas of water can be traversed to swim and approach the slope leading to the water. I quite like the way that they've approached this. I don't know what button that is. That one, apparently. There we go. Yeah, I like the way they've approached this tutorial because it's very freeform. You're not really locked into a, oh, you must follow this path and must do this, must do that. This stuff's a little bit off the beaten track, so you can check it out if you want. Okay. Can I not dive down for that? Oh, there we go. Which button is it? Not that one. Okay, it was that button. Found 169 gold. Nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, let's get out of here. Seko, you're beating it now. Nice, good luck to you. Can I go in this cave? I can. As a dance game player, the most ridiculous thing about people playing random games with dance pads is they're soft pads. Yeah, so they slip and move and whatnot. Like, especially when you're playing a hectic game like that, you feel like you would just like slip or lose control somewhere. Look at all the stuff. Ether. Got high potions. More mushrooms. In fact, yeah, that was actually 2 of them. Nice. Whatever the yellow flowers are, we can't get them though. They're not important. Okay. Can I jump across this? I can. Get myself another potion. Because, you know, someone just decides to leave it out there for reasons. Like, who put that chest there and why? Can I go down the well? I don't feel like throwing gold into the wishing well. I'm good. I'll keep it. Excuse me, coming in. Don't know who you are, but I'm just going to steal some things from your house. Is that cool? Johan, how you been holding up? I've had a lot on my mind, but can't complain. Don't let old Amelia worry you. These are your golden years, your youth. Okay, thank you for that. Can I steal any of your stuff? Please? Oh yes, you've got a chest up here. Don't mind if I do. Like, you found someone's underwear. You sure you want to take that? Nope, I'm good. We're leaving now. Cliffs can be leapt off, but only those at a straight angle. Yep, figured that one out. Thank you, game. Alright, let's carry on, I guess. We've got 10 minutes to see as much as this game can offer. Rita, let's go. So far, this feels very classical JRPG in a good way. Feels like a very realized world. It's an interesting setting. It's just going to be a question of, like, how competent is the plot? I don't even know who we need to talk to. I'm guessing it's someone here. Hello. My dear boy. Amelia's told us all about your preparation for the trials. Who was your teacher? Oh, so there we go. Panda's come back. It was... I'm assuming it was Zach, because that's the only name that I can provide. Zach's taught me all he knows. I don't suspect the middle-aged guards will be a problem for me. My partner, Jules, patrolled the King's Road for half a lifetime, but despite the honor, I think he much prefers spending his days in the tavern. I mean, don't we all? Alright, well, let's just carry on to where we need to go. Imagine actually trying to live in a village all the way out here. You wouldn't want to get too drunk and accidentally wander off a cliff. Hey, Zach. Found you, overlooking the wilderness. Time getting here, huh? You soaking up all the birthday wishes. Now, I barely talk to anyone. Wouldn't you? Fair. So, you're man enough to face the trial now, huh? How's it feel? Mum must be proud. Pretty soon they'll have you standing guard or working in the farms like a dog. That music, though. That's quite lovely. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Sick. What's gotten into you? It's like that classic chiptune synthy kind of sound, which is classic for the SNES era JRPGs. Come on, I know you aren't dreaming about lazing here another summer. Well, you're old enough now. You can walk away from it if you want. I've thought about it. Well, I've pondered it from time to time, but, wow, she's really got you under her thumb, huh? Where's the nerve? The vigor? Anyhow, I have a little gift for you, birthday boy. Wait, seriously? Received Amaterasu. That sounds like a very powerful weapon. Sword? Hey, how did you get this? That was part of my father's stash. Did I ever tell you? He was a collector, a mercenary. Well, gosh, he was many things. I think it suits you. A bit too large and heavy for my tastes. Did you just call him fat? It suits you? It's a bit like you? You'll need it for the trial, won't you? So take it. No need to thank me. Let's go for a hike. We'll test it out in the forest and see how rusty you are. What did you say? This blade was important to my dad. Its name comes from the great Kami, the sun spirit. Fiuk are currently playing an RPG that answers who keeps playing all these chests in a side quest. What RPG is it? Because that sounds very familiar. Sun spirit. Your dad believes in that stuff? You know, I think men can believe in just about anything. We're very gullible. I'll wait for you at Elysia Grove, near the forest entrance at the small bridge. Okay. Bye. We couldn't just go together, I guess? Nope. Oh god, he's fast. Look, he's already gone. So quick. Okay. I guess that will be the combat tutorial when we get there. Let's grab that. Get stuck in a bush. Grab that, grab that. More potions. I think it looks like I could jump off there and go swimming to get that if I wanted to, but we ain't got time. We need to go see more things. Alright, Elysia Grove was back down to the south, I think. I remember seeing the sign for it. So, ooh, hang on. Someone just left their key out here? Small key on the ground. Take it? Yes! Found a silver key. I am never going to use it. But I have it. Get out of my way, woman. Oh, you can actually just walk through them? Kind of. Bridge, bridge. There we go. Alright. Let's go find the grove. I think it was back down here. Called False Skies. Put it on the wheel, even though we're playing it on GOG, it's also on Steam. I think I've heard of False Skies. There we go. Elysia Grove, this way. Hello? Ah, there you are. Hey. Ah, hey, I wasn't sure you'd come. Let's take that out of context. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I know how flaky you are, but look, I forgot to tell you, Johan. Amaterasu is no ordinary sword. It's infused with ethereal, like all weapons of the Kami. Your own energy blends with the sword. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. The great masters of the past used these weapons to serve the king. You really believe that? Are you calling my dad a liar? Zach, why gift it to me? I'm not much of a fighter. You will be. I'm certain of it. Now, let's practice a bit to warm up, shall we? Let's go. Ooh, he uses knives. And the game crashed. Ah. That's unfortunate. Prepare for battle. I'm going to use my secret ability that makes the game crash. Great, Mac. I think it's cute that Zelda has a canonical explanation for why there's random stuff in pots and grass. What was the canonical explanation? Because I don't remember. Alright, let's see if this actually saved at any point, or are we right back to the start? Resume. We did autosave 27 minutes in, apparently. Oh. Oh, we're all the way back up here again. Okay, sure. I mean, look, it could have been worse. We've got enough time. We can make the run. We can do this. This is speed running strats. You have to get the crash to desktop glitch during that conversation. It puts you back there. You run back down, and then when you get back into conversation, he gives you a second Amaterasu. Because the game thinks that you lost the first one. And that makes it so that you have the most powerful possible party to get you through the rest of the game. Alright, let's see if this happens again. Hello! Yes, slowly walk over there. That's fine. Blah, 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 blah. Skip. Skip, 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 skip. This is where I wish I had the, in Stars and Time, just fast forward the conversation feature. Oh, the Picori! Yes! The Minish race. Honestly, Zelda Minish Cap is one of the best top-down Zelda games in that style. Okay, okay. Come on, yes, I know I'm not much of a fighter, but I will be. I'm certain of it. Okay. Combat! Hey, it worked that time. Now we've got you such a beautiful sword. Let's retrain on the basics. Attack attacks. Oh, you're just gonna hit me first? That seems fair. Hey, what gives? Okay, cool, we called it out. Amaterasu can protect you in more ways than just one. Use defend to lessen physical damage. We're learning to defend first? Odd. Ah, defending also restores a small amount of your health. Use it wisely. The healing only happens once. You have to use another command to reset its effects. So you can't just spam it to keep healing. A weapon that heals? Yep. And sometimes if your defense grows high enough, you'll not only negate damage entirely, but heal when the enemy strikes. Now, try landing 3 attacks in a row. Think you can do that? Watch me. My only command is attack. Bonk. 1. 2. There's a meter down the bottom there that's filling up. 3. Missed. That's disappointing. Blade steadily draws energy to unleash Relica, one of your most powerful skills. It'll help you cut down even the strongest of beasts. Now, unleash it. Okay. Just give me a second to fill up my bar. Relica, Ascendant Slash. Cost 5 something. Get him. Okay. Fun animation. I like the combo system. That's kind of cool. 2 XP and an elixir. Nice. What'd I tell you? You're a natural. Meet me at the end of the grove. There's something I wanted to tell you. Just hear him call out, "You're a dick in the future!" Alright, that's all we're going to get to see of this game. It's always hard to form first impressions of a game like this, because it's going to be like 100 hours long, and we're seeing the first 30 minutes. But we know that first impressions matter. And so far, like, aside from the fact that we probably got quite unlucky and got a crash, first impressions are quite positive. There's obviously a lot of care that's gone into the world building, the narrative, the characters, the art, and like, just the creation of this in-game world. It feels deep. Like, it's one of those games that you go into and you go, okay, everything's been pretty thoughtfully constructed and placed. There's obviously a lot of care and love for this world that's gone into it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. You can put a lot of time and energy into something and still have it be kind of rubbish if your initial starting idea is not good. These guys have obviously taken a lot of inspiration from some of the classic JRPGs that we mentioned earlier, but have also done a little bit to put their own spin and influence into it. Like, the combat system's a bit different with how defending works, and the combo attack system. There's definitely some unique twists that they put into it, which I, for one, appreciate, and it makes me curious to see just how deep these systems go. It makes me a bit sad that I don't have more time to put into it to see what it's all about. Like, how many different Relica abilities do you get? I didn't even look at the stats, but I like that they simplified it to just strength, magic, defense, speed. You don't need 20 different stats because things just get too complex. You've got to strike that right balance between having enough complexity to be able to make the game interesting, but not so much that it overwhelms the player and they feel like they can't make any decisions because every decision might be wrong. So I think they're doing a lot of things right. I don't know if they're doing enough to highlight what makes their game different to every other JRPG out there. But they're obviously doing something right, because word of mouth must have been getting around. They've got over 200 reviews on the game, so they're doing something right. Good on them. It feels like a pretty solid title. If I had time and fewer games to play, I would probably, yeah, put a decent chunk of time into this game to see what it's all about. Nice work, devs. That was Beloved Rapture. But we need to move on. We've got more games to play. And that's right, for this stream, we're not doing any polls to decide if we stay or if we go. We are just going. We got more to do. So let's quickly save our wheel here, because we have to figure out what size bingo we're playing next. Let's go bingo. Spin. It's another 5x5. Well, at least we're consistent today. You know what? I'll give it that. We can close that. Let's just scramble and clear our cards. Raven, I hope you are at the ready. Raven, you've noticed it with a lot of recent games. No one wants to say what their gimmick is or admit that they don't really have a gimmick, which is fine. It just means it targets a different audience. But I think that's it. Like, you want to be clear about who the game is for, right? It's that whole thing of, like, if you try and make a game that's going to be, you know, target at everyone, you're targeting it at no one. So sometimes it can be in your favor to be like, hey, if you like games X, Y, and Z, you're going to love this game. Let's see if the next game falls into that category, shall we? Because we're playing Echoes of Eclipse, which I think might be another JRPG. Let's find out. Are we doing the back-to-back JRPGs today? Echoes of Eclipse is not a JRPG by Trender Software. Echoes of Eclipse is a roguelite shoot-'em-up survival game that combines fast-paced combat with strategic skill building. Choose your champion, create your ideal build, and survive relentless enemy waves alone or up to 4 players in local co-op on a constantly changing battlefield. Well, 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 you've piqued my interest with 4-player local co-op. Okay. This could be interesting. Ibito, are these games from Discord? Some were sent through Discord. Most have been sent to me with people reaching out to my channel's email address. They come from a variety of sources, but yeah, this technically the game's not released yet. It only has a demo, which is why it's got no reviews, which means it does technically have less than 200. But yeah, we're going to be playing the demo. We don't have the full version of the game. At least I don't believe so. Let me check my library in case I got a key for something. Hang on, what are we freaking playing again? I turned around and forgot the name. Echoes of Eclipse. No, do not have it on there. So we're going to be playing the demo. All right, let's watch the trailer first to see what it's going to be about. The minute 11. Art style. Oh, first word, it's fast. Intense. Why is your word not centered? It's too low. Doomed? Non-stop enemies. We've got a 2D art style, but not pixel graphics for a change. You know, so it's doing a bit of a Vampire Survivor-like by the look of it. Definitely some influence there. But this with 4 players? That could be kind of wild. Develop strategy. Yeah. Okay, character art looks alright. I have a hunch we're going to need to check this one for AI. Beat the boss. Collect rewards. I mean, yeah, that's what I would hope to be doing in a game like this. I guess what's confusing me is this Vampire Survivors like, or is this just an action RPG? Because it looks like there's specific targeting, which you don't normally have in a Vampire Survivors like. Fuko, is there anything stopping someone from playing multiple bingos? Technically, no. But when we go to check bingos and verify them when someone calls it, if I spot that someone has more than one bingo chart, you are ruled out by default. Because you're playing the system. We have to have an element of trust with this game that everyone will only have a singular bingo card. All right. Right, Raven, I hope you are at the ready. Let's see what we've got here. So first of all, less than 200 reviews. Release date is technically after 2020 because it hasn't been released yet, so it can't be before 2020. So it's going to be released after 2020, for sure. It is the same developer and publisher, and it is the only game they've released. Hang on, Stand Sins of... Didn't we play this last time? We did. This is the same developer. How many games are they making at once? And that last game was definitely a lot of assets that have been pulled together. Okay, we're going to work right down the list, but we're going to check something on here. Yeah, that was one of the games of all time, for sure. Apparently similar to Realm of the Mad God. You know what? I'll give that. That is similar. Obviously, we've got a demo, so we can mark that one off as well. We do have multiplayer. We've got controller support. We don't have other languages or Steam Deck compatibility. We do have a website linked, which, you know what? Actually, I want to take a look at that. Fine. What we got going on here? I'm going to regret this. Render Software's website. Okay. Looks fine. Oh, multiple platforms. It's going to be on the App Store, Play Store, and Steam. So this is a mobile port. Good to know. Okay, but hey, so multiple platforms. We get that one. Didn't the trailer say available for Steam Deck at the end? Let's have a look. Did it? I might have missed that. Yes, available on Steam Deck. It will be on Steam Deck. Good catch. We can mark that one off. Solar Kissing, 100% agree. I was going to call those out. Health, Magic, Dodge Roll. Yes, go ahead and mark all of those off. I don't know about an inventory. And I don't see a currency here. I know experience is not a currency. Or at least generally not. Actually, if you can spend it, it's currency. But I can't tell from this one. So I don't think so. Let's see. We do have a GIF in the description. What is this art style? How do we go from this to this? Hold up. They've not put anything as an AI disclaimer. I am definitely suspicious of it, though. Guess we'll see when we get into the game and have a closer look at some of the assets. Ugh, concerning. Actually, it's a demo. Has the demo been updated? Yes, it's been patched. So the game has had updates. We do get that one. Have we got unique in the description anywhere? We do. Unique weapons. And I don't know what this is trying to show me. Who knows? There's another word unique down here somewhere and it's hiding. But we have got unique. That's all that matters. I assume there's a game over screen. Can't mark things off on assumptions. We need to see it. All right, let's move you back over to the holding screen while I get this downloaded. Have another crack at Wordle. See how it goes. Get yourself a free tile. Enjoy a little bit of buffering while I get this game installed. Or the demo installed, rather. Let's see. Download size, it's 800 megabytes. The final install might be a gig. Let's have a look. It's done. It was quick. Yeah, we've definitely got an inventory. The developers are NFT rug pullers. That's likely why the games aren't released. Ooh. I find it interesting, though, that they're reaching out and being like, hey, review our game. You'd think they'd want to lay low as much as possible. Built-in Unity. File size is less than a gig. 900 megabytes. We're close. It's not a solo dev. Just misread Trender Software. Yeah, no. Not a solo dev as far as I can tell. This is from a studio. Maple Trio, if you know anything watching John, NFT rug pullers love promoting the games through YouTubers. Well, they're about to be out of luck because even though we're going to be featuring the game, that doesn't mean we're promoting it. And you're absolutely right. John is great for doing takedowns on a lot of scam games like these. Like this might be. Although this is definitely from a dodgy developer, and we did not have a good experience with their previous game, I've not seen anything in this game itself so far that makes me go, this is doing something wrong, other than potentially just being an incredibly mediocre game. Maple Trio, yeah, the question I tried to say above it was missed. Would missing that it was Steam Deck compatible count as missing something important? Yes, absolutely. I missed it in the trailer. I did miss something important, which was a bingo tile. So go ahead and mark that one off as well. Raven, just heads up. The file size one needs to be more than a gigabyte to count for a tile. Maple Treeway is redeeming free space. Which space are you redeeming? Get me solo dev and a bingo. Let's have a look. View cards. Maple Treeway is calling it. Maple, where are you? Down there. Now, I'm just calling out. I can see that you've got 2 cards here, but I think they're from the previous round, so that is fine. We'll do a delete after this one just to clear everything up properly. Here we go, because you're only marking off one of them, and that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. All right, so Maple Treeway is calling. Grail misses something important. Solo dev, less than 200 views, has a demo and Steam Deck compatible. That is indeed a bingo. Sound effect, go. It doesn't work when I'm on this screen because I didn't put the thing on. It's fine. The sound effect will play later. But while you guys are finishing off the Wordle, I'll just go ahead and give Maple Treeway their well-earned point. And you can pretend that you heard the sound of a round of applause, and it was the best applause you've ever heard. It was absolutely incredible. Never heard applause. It was the best applause. We only have the best applause here. Leaderboard. Let's go ahead and bump you from 1 point to 2. That also means we need to move you up a notch on the ladder. Boom, there we go. Climbing up to 4th place. Maybe try the cards from the previous rounds. Yeah, thought that might be the case. Totally fine. Oh, it's gonna be stuck then, right? Sucky was a good guess. Got you a lot of letters. It's got to be stuck. Doesn't want to accept it. It's rigged. Keep trying. It'll get through eventually. Couldn't be anything else in there, right? Yeah, there we go. It got through. It was stuck. Which means now that I'm back here, I can actually do the applause. Nope, it's broken. Fantastic. It's just not doing it. Oh no, we broke the soundboard. It's fine. We didn't really need it anyway. It's not that important. Actually, it has stopped working ever since we used the fart sound effects. That must have been the problem. All right, well, let's make sure we've deleted all the cards. And let's jump over. Let's have a look at Echoes of Eclipse. I am... okay, we got a developer logo and engine logo straight away. Assets loading can take 10 to 15 seconds. I don't have high hopes for this. Oh no. I know this is a demo. This is not a good first impression. Also, this game's been in development since 2024. I feel like it shouldn't be taking this long. I'm getting AI vibes from it, but there is nothing here that is screaming AI at me. I'm wondering, maybe I'm just looking for something that's not there. I need to be careful with that. John, you might be right. Let's try that. Let's see if this helps. Apparently it does. Yeah, it's just the clap one that's broken. Everything else works, but the clap sound effect refuses to play. Alright, well, for the next bingo then, we may have to do... or something instead, because the applause doesn't work. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Don't like how the guy's looking at you. I agree, Maple Tree Away. I don't really want to use my device ID on this. I think we're just going to play as a guest. Survivor's instinct. Enemies grow stronger over time. Position yourself wisely and stay alive. Cool. How do I play? Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. This is just screaming low effort mobile game. We're starting the timer now. I don't care. It's like, yes, click this with a little finger pointing to it. It's not even like an animation or a highlight, or it's just put a hands logo on it as an asset. There's an inbox that you can't open. Oh, it's because the only thing you can do is play. I can't click settings. And my name is Blaze37. Could only have been better if it was Blaze420. Yeah, it's so mobile game, it's ridiculous. Okay. Well, we do have an auto attack. I missed anything that it was telling me there. It's arrow keys to move instead of WASD. Dash with A. What? Dash with A? How? I have to click that? Pressing A on the keyboard doesn't do anything because you set the arrow keys to movement. Okay. This is not good. It auto attacks when you get close enough, but the sword isn't actually held in a hand. It's just floating over the left hand. This is very much just Vampire Survivors knockoff. Yeah, and hovering over the play button made it go less light, you're right. Okay, let's see, maybe there's something interesting going on here. Hold tab or... You know what, maybe I can do this with the controller. Maybe that'll work better. Okay, so we can see more details. I do appreciate games that go here's like the basic description of what it does. That's easy enough to understand. And then you've got an option to see like the stats behind it if you're interested in like optimizing the fun out of the game. So I kind of appreciate that, and it gives some hints underneath. So, okay. Right, Phantom Knives. Summon spectral knives that bounce between targets dealing moderate damage. Projectile Torrents. Whenever you hit an enemy, there's a chance that projectiles shoot from you to that enemy, dealing damage. Okay. Whirling Swords.
Joined the crusade. Morning. Oh cool. I love Hades.
Automatistic, hello, how are you? Thank you for supporting the channel. Always lovely to see you around. If you love Hades, look away now, because this is not that. Not even close. Whirling Swords. Throw swords. Why am I throwing swords? Throw swords quickly, causing damage. Let's do Phantom Knives. Ones that bounce between enemies sound good. And that does a damage of 20, whereas this does damage of 2. No, damage of 8. Yeah. Let's go with that. Okay, controller does work, but it leaves the cursor on screen. Cool, let's just move that away. Need more coins. Oh, thank you, game. I hadn't figured that out. That was real difficult. Well, what's over this way then? That looked like it was just XP, and this is a big E coin. I guess it's related to the name of the game. Echoes, right? E, so it's the currency. What? Huh? Okay. Cupid just appeared out of nowhere. Got it. Okay, so the dash is set to the A button on the keyboard, on a controller, not the keyboard. That makes a little bit more sense. I do find it interesting that a lot of the enemies have range attacks. You don't normally see that at the start of Vampire Survivor-like. This is Hades from Temu. No, this is Vampire Survivors from Temu. Get your franchise right. Hey, Mom, can we get Hades? No, dear, we have Hades at home. I mean, look, there'll be someone out there that's excited about like a free-to-play version of Hades. But yeah, the 20-second music loop, Julian. I'm gonna love this. Blizzard. Description. Blizzard. Well, if you take that ability, no, I'm not going down that path. I was gonna make a Blizzard the company joke, but ugh. For all we know, this just boots up World of Warcraft when you take it as a passive. Frost damage in waves with a slow. Annoyingly, that does sound kind of good. Mystical link forms between you and the nearest enemy, dealing damage and healing you. Element blood, good with poison. Sure, let's take some extra healing. Wow, the game lagged when I did that. It's a little concerning. Come on, I want to get enough money to open. Oh, they did the bat swarm thing from Vampire Survivors. How cute. How do I get money? If I'm just getting XP. Oh, hello. Shiny chest. Okay. Oh god, they're doing the gems in the background thing. This is straight up, hey, let's just mash together Hades and Vampire Survivors with generic art and assets that don't go together very well. Like, look at the UI in the top right with the coins and the purple shard things there. Not only is the font generic, but the icons go over the top of the UI element. It looks incredibly generic. Okay, is the music done? That'd be nice. Health. No, it's back. There we go. Stamina, boss damage, bonus health regen. Let's go bonus boss damage. Why not? There's a thing. It blows up. That's fun. Okay, so I have to find coins in order to actually buy it. I don't get them as drops. Ooh, bonus luck 20. Oh, wow. I don't know what that means. Extra tier gain multiplier. We've never even seen one. Let's take a fortune sigil. Incredible. This is reminding me of something that we've not mentioned already, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like that thing of like when you play a game within a game. It's very giving that vibe. Bonus structure, interact, time multiplier. And you got all these stats on the right as well. So these must be all things that you could get buffs for. Let's go for a bonus coin gain multiplier 1. Does that mean it doesn't multiply it at all? Also, it is a little tricky to see which thing is actually highlighted in the menu. That's not showcased particularly well. It's just slightly larger. Sure, give me more coins. I will do something with them. Surely. Let's go. Auto attack is on. Good. So you could turn it off if you wanted to. 56 coins! Oh, we can go open the thing now. Zoom with tab or left trigger, but left trigger is auto attack. So it's actually left bumper that does the map. Good job, game. You've got your tutorial prompt wrong. There we go. Oh, we could upgrade our phantom knives. Or our soul link. So we can link to more things. Yeah, actually, that's just going to triple its damage. Let's do that. Okay. Regen buff. Where was the big chest that we had before? I've lost it already. Down this way somewhere? Oh, hi. Or has it actually just despawned because I walked too far from it? God, that sound effect. Good lord. I have lost it. Oh, no, there's a chest down here. Was this it? No, this is a regular chest. God chance. It's epic, so I should probably take that. Probably. Oh, what's happened? Maybe hi Streamlabs, I need help, but not sure it's help you offer. Streamlabs is trying, okay? Let's take this game off the screen. It'll manage to do that in roughly 20 minutes. Okay, well, we took the epic thing. I don't feel more epic. Just random piggy banks laying around? Sure. Alright, well, so far I'm feeling very underwhelmed. Is it down to the left there? Was that the chest? Ah, who knows. I think the bigger question is, do I actually care? XP magnet activated. Yeah. What did that do? Who knows? Okay. So I see how this works. You run around and get percentage buffs. Oh, perfect. 10 max HP. Let's reduce cooldown. The faster things go, the better. The annoying part with this is that I really liked Vampire Survivors. And this is just making me wonder why. Because they bowed it down to be so basic. Not an egg. First time you've gotten to watch the stream in a long while, this is what you get to see. Yeah, you get to see knockoff Vampire Survivors. It is a demo, not a full game. So, you know, I want to be slightly lenient with it, but at the same time, no. Just no. Open a void rift that fires projectiles at random enemies. Okay, Inferno Burst. Create a wave of fire that burns enemies causing damage. Or let's upgrade our Phantom Knives. When in doubt, invest in the things you've already... Here's the big chest. Okay. Legendary times 4 luck. Eagle Eye. Bonus crit chance of 3. Wow. That does sound legendary in that it's legendarily terrible. Ooh, but we can get more bonus luck. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I get unlucky. Ooh, more bonus luck. Now let's go for the health regen because it's epic. That means it has to be good, right? Actually, here's what I'm gonna say. The things that made Vampire Survivors good wasn't just murdering a bunch of enemies and seeing explosions go off on screen. It was the hidden mechanics of like being able to combine your relics together into more powerful ones and seeing how those combos worked and playing around with those systems. This game so far is doing the complete opposite of that. And that is not a compliment. Come on. Just die. Thank you. Oh, big coin. That sounds like a good review of the game. No, just no. The music isn't getting very repetitive, Amuro Tensei. It was repetitive from the beginning. Okay. All of these... Oh, we haven't found yet an active ability. Maybe this is going to be the game changer. Spike Storm area spawn at random, damaging nearby enemies. Okay, let's take it. Also, I love how the free bottom down in the bottom right gets slightly obscured by the UI, making it look like it just says, Ree! Raven, at least I'm being filled with faith in my own ability to make a game, because even if my art and code is rubbish, the systems would at least be sensible. Yep. You're not wrong on that. Yeah, seeing stuff like this, like, keep in mind, not only have these devs, you know, put this demo onto Steam for people to play, but they did so with a level of confidence to then approach YouTubers and say, please feature my game. Well, there's our tentacle thing. That was definitely worth picking up. Okay, extra heal. I don't need an extra heal. Go find some other stuff. Heal up. Oh, sure, I guess we'll take this then. Limited area regen. Got it. Go, tentacles. That was fun. Ow. Okay. Slightly different mechanics. The enemies blow up. You need to dash away from them. What else can we do? Maybe we'll go for the blizzard. Burst damage to enemies in a small radius. Let's slow them down. Wow. That's certainly an asset. Come on, even Diablo 1 had better spell effects than this. You're not even trying. And the combination of enemies here makes no sense. We've got like a lot of undead and traditional fantasy stuff, and then random robot spider? Why? Also, is that just straight up death in the background there? Are we at that point already? I feel like we shouldn't be. How you doing there, buddy? Ooh, you have a big attack. Oh, I'm so scared. So scared. Please. If you could just deal with the fact I'm going to strafe around you for a hot minute, that's fine. Blood Swarm. Jeez. Release a swarm of bats that orbit around you. Deal continuous damage. Costs health per second. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's go for Eldritch Breath. Why not? Torrent of Spirits. Initiate a Torrent of Spirits, not just creates. Causes fear. Lord. Cool, I got stuff. Why can I hear footsteps? Why? Why? So many things here that don't make sense. Alright, at least the chains are keeping me alive, I guess. Let's kill some of the big bads and get some XP. Did that thing just throw a bomb at me? Yes. Yes, it did. Alright, the other thing the game is doing wrong here, because yeah, trying to give some constructive criticism for the devs, is that there's going to be just an overwhelming amount of spell effects and particle effects on the screen that are very hard to distinguish what have come from you and what have come from the enemies. I can turn the music down. Yes. Here's some royalty-free background music. Give me a second. I'll see if I can turn the music off and we'll just put on some other background music. Let's just put some money into that. Okay. Sound settings. Music off. Oh, hang on. We have graphic settings as well. We are on Ultra. Cool. That's concerning. Let me just... We'll chuck back on the normal stream music. It's got to be better, right? Yeah. Technically, this isn't royalty-free, but we can. Because I've got license for this. We still get the sound effects. I'm sorry, how big is my ice attack now? Dang, okay. Let's see how ridiculous things get in this game, shall we? Does it really matter? Passive seems to be the way to go. Sure. Let's go. More passives. Blow things up for me, please and thank you. Oh, hey, look, it's a boss monster. Oh, it's gone. My bad. Okay. Do we get anything interesting here? Coin gain multiplier. I already have so many and I don't know what to spend them on. Let's walk in a direction until we find something we can spend them on. Go! Wave of ice, do your thing. Okay, I don't really need that. XP gain multiplier? Sure, why not? It looks like this game's strength is going to come from just the sheer number of things on screen at any one time and the enemy variety. Like, if I had to nitpick with Vampire Survivors, the thing that kind of annoyed me with it was, sure, you get lots of enemies on screen at any one time, but they were all very samey. As you would progress, you would get different enemy models that would appear, but at any one time, you'd probably have maybe 2 or 3 different enemy designs. The music suits it more, reminds you of more innocent time on mobile games. I mean, I agree with that. Sure, more armor. It's epic, so it's got to be good. In fact, I think that one was legendary. I'm not even looking at my health. Sure, more blizzard, please. Get that. Just murder 2 boss monsters while we're here. He tried to run away from me. You don't get away from me. Sure, let's reduce cooldown even more. This is how you win. Alright, if I had to give some praise to this game, I would say that the, enemy variety, good. That's about it. The overall, like, enemy designs and consistency, terrible. There's a good amount of abilities, and you don't seem to have a limited inventory, which is interesting. Favorite part of Vampire Survivors is the horde of skeletons in the first level. I do agree with you on that. There is something fun about just mowing down massive hordes of enemies. I appreciate there's like more projectiles that you need to dodge in this game. Like, it makes the gameplay feel a bit more active. Vampire Survivors, you would typically get to a point where you just leave your character still in the middle of the screen and wait for things to finish dying. It's like, well, is that fun? I don't know. Some people will say yes, just because they like big numbers and things like that. I think it's got charm for a bit, but it war rolled faster than I would have liked. Oh, cool. More bonus boss damage. Why not? Kill them faster. Alright. This definitely feels more like a game that saw what Vampire Survivors did and went, yeah, I can do my own twist on that, but didn't. They just made it generic. All right, we're just gonna circle around you and... Oh, he's got a special attack. He did a little jump. Good job. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. He's got different phases to the fight. Can I get this? Thank you. I would take that for a little bit of bonus health regen. Just in the middle of a fight, don't mind me. I want that health regen. Come on. Necromancer. Yeah, you missed me. You got me that time. Good job. We keep hitting? No? We're done? Auto attacks just stopped? Okay. Come on, finish him off. Yeah, we did it. Attack speed increases. I like the fact that he had phases to the fight. That was cool. Actually introducing mechanics. Good idea. Sure, more XP gain. Level up faster. Still don't know why the little Cupid pops up every now and then. Okay, you guys get out of here. Blood drinker bonus lifesteal. Sure. That made a different sound effect for reasons. It's alright, guys. Only 6 more minutes to go. We can do this. I wonder if there's going to be more boss fights. Sure, more bonus armor. Why not? Come on. Get him. Got more than enough money. I just need to find some more chests to spend it on. And yeah, some of the enemies are getting scared away, which is kind of hilarious. I like that. Eldritch Breath? Sure. Increase the fear duration. Eagle Eye or crit multiple. Let's get more crit chance to begin with. Oh look, it's another little mini boss. Anytime you wanna die, you'll be fine with me. Yeah, we did it. Look at all this XP. I guess the downside to the fear effect is it means that enemies literally are running away from you. Also, when I was pressing buttons to try and figure out how to use the map, I think I may have accidentally used up all of my potions. Because potions are set to the same button as the map. Which is kind of hilarious. Alright, we'll do that. As you can see, you might have been able to see in the top left there's a potion icon, and the button it's set to is LB. And that's the same button for the map. So every time I open the map, I use a potion. And I'm all out. So now I have to win with skills? Maybe? Are there skills in this game? You kind of just run around and wait for things to die. So, hard to say. XP charm, go. Oh, he was a fast little dude. Now he's a dead little dude. Vital Tome is rare, why not? More max health. I'm not even using my active abilities, just passive is getting me through everything. Go! Could be another chest up this way, yeah. Sure, projectile torrent, let's do that. You hit things and more projectiles happen. That sounds like it works well for my build, which is all about projectiles. More luck. Get better things from chests. A lightning stone. I don't know what that does. Wow, that's what I spent my money on? Sure. Another coin multiplier. Yeah, the actual health UI isn't very readable. I think it's like making a mistake by not having a health bar over the player model. It's only in the top left, which honestly I'm usually not looking up there. because I'm trying to keep an eye on where my character is and all of the incoming projectiles. Alright, we'll purchase this. Wow, that was so not worth it. Sure, more armor. Let's keep going this way. Whee! So I think the little green icon over the head means they've been feared. Oh, heal per damage, sure. Ooh, take that. More lifesteal. You can't kill me now. Bonus crit chance. Yeah, there are so many numbers going on that I don't know which are the ones that are appearing because I took damage or because I dealt damage. Oh, good lord. Okay. The game is building up to something resembling fun. It might just be because I like it when lots of things are happening on screen at any one time. More projectile torrent. Why not? I think the thing that Vampire Survivors did really well that this game isn't quite doing is just gain readability, to be able to visually see and interpret what is happening at any point in time, even with so much that's happening on screen. Oh, extra move speed, why not? This game is very visually cluttered. Now, some people might like that because it makes it feel like more is happening. But yeah, credit where it's due. Vampire Survivors, from a visual standpoint, it was easy to see what was happening even when the screen was cluttered. Like right now, how do I tell which ones are me getting hit, which ones aren't? Sure, let's upgrade Blizzard more. How do I know which projectiles are going to hurt me? Needs to be more clarity with the damage numbers. Right, let's take that. Grab the money. Okay. Wow. Bonus attack speed, sure. Should also do passive cooldown because that's gonna absolutely smash these guys. More attack speed, sure. Where am I going? We'll go down this way to the next chest. It does look like they're leaning into the slightly longer round times, like Vampire Survivors done, where it's like, oh, it's going to take you 30 minutes to finish a game of this. I don't know how you guys feel about that, though, like if you've played through Vampire Survivors. Did you like that sometimes in order to do a thing you have to play for like half an hour or more? Sometimes I just want to be able to play it in a short burst, but still have that same feeling. Like maybe I actually just want to play for 15 minutes and get the same experience. Okay, we have another active ability that's just another dash. That doesn't sound very useful. Let's do... Sure. Explode with lightning damage, please. That sounds great. Oh, there's another big enemy over here. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It looks like just generic monster. Oh yeah, I have abilities. I should probably use those. Cool. Well, I think I'm winning. Get him. Yeah. Cool. Well, that worked, as far as I can tell. Oh, and we can upgrade our main weapon again. Each critical strike heals you by 1% of your health. Sure. It's better than 0. I think some of the chests do respawn after a while. Why is structure... No. Stamina regen, why not? Like I'm really using it anyway. Oh, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna keep going until we die, just because I'm curious to see what happens. Or even if we can die. I know this is kind of generic and you guys are probably about done with it, but my curiosity is getting the better of me. Sure, let's do that. Like, how deep does this rabbit hole of awfulness go? Well, not awfulness, blandness. I scared the boss monster. He's running away from me. That's kind of hilarious. I'm not even reading the stats anymore. I'm just going, have I got it or not, and clicking on it. Come on. Die. Thank you. Hey, let's get some more stuff. Sure. Bonus attack speed. We can go with that. Power up. I don't even know what that did. It said something like 0.5% power. That could have been anything. Heal up. I don't need heals. That's fine. We're going to keep moving. And it looks like it's just stacking more enemy types on top of the current ones. Like with Vampire Survivors, you would phase out the enemies as you go. Whereas here, we're still getting like the basic skeletons, and the like jellyfish ghost things are still there as well. Okay, active cooldown is not helping us. We actually don't want that. Let's do execute chance, because that sounds like it could be fun. And we'll go grab whatever's over here. Okay, more Soul Link. Why not? It's keeping me alive. Lifesteal. You thought you could kill me? No, not even close. Yeah, 30 is just too long. Always play Vampire Survivors on the fastest modes because you're basically set from 10 minutes anyway, so why play longer? It would be more the same. I kind of agree with you there. Like, there's a point where it stops becoming... You stop getting new things. And I think we're even at this point in the game now. It's like, well... The game's going to have to ramp up its difficulty a heck of a lot for me to even be remotely challenged. At this point. We're just murdering everything. Don't want to actually turn. Attack speed is good. I was hoping it would do the relic combination system, but it doesn't look like it does. Oh, you're just running away from me? No. I don't think you get to do that. Come back here. Thank you. I need you to die. Let's do... Oh, 2 rifts of things. Yeah, sure. More projectiles. We're getting achievements. I don't know what for. I guess we're just too good at this game. Alright, you're dead. I have 4,000 coins. I don't think I can even spend them all. Let's go. More move speed. Why not? There's another chest over here that I can open. Come on. Oh, even more attack speed. Sure. Make things dead even faster. Elite spawn chance? Do I want... Well, sure, let's make it more difficult. Give me more elites. Challenge me! Did not. Good job. Yeah, there's just projectiles freaking everywhere now. How's the bitrate doing over there for you guys? Can you still see anything on screen? Skill damage multiplier. Why not? Go. More chests. I am literally just using my dash to get myself from, like, A to B faster. Projectiles explode on impact. That sounds like fun. Let's grab some of that as well. And we'll do... Oh, just straight up extra damage, 1.5%. Okay. We'll take that. Okay, got that. The Blizzard ability is absolutely nuts. Cool, let's go that one again. Like, look how big that is. It grows in size as it moves as well. More luck, sure.
I think that just affects what you find in chests. I don't think it affects like crit chance because that seems to be a separate stat. Oh, yeah, there's another chest down here. That was just a ton of money for no reason. Coin gain multiplier, sure. I'm not rich enough already. Projectile torrent, now stick to enemies when hit. When an enemy dies, all sticks projectiles explode, dealing damage. Sure. Let's just blow things up even more. Go. Reduce passive cooldown. Yeah, that's what we want. We've been missing that one. Okay. I'm assuming that soon we're going to have another boss fight. We shouldn't be too far away from it. Health regen, why not? Oh, speak of the devil. Oh. What? Oh, we took a lift down to the Chaos Lord and it played elevator music for us. Oh, whoa, okay. Can my sword hit it? Apparently not. Oh, I have to hit these things. Gotcha. Well, that was hard. Go, my projectiles. Oh, I do have to just kill those. Sure. Alright, we'll get our way over here and murder that one as well. And... okay. Actual mechanic. The graphic for it is terrible. But at least there's a boss fight mechanic. I will take that over nothing at all. Ooh, okay. And the arena got darker. There's a lock on a thing. I don't know what that means. Hey, Super Tone Tiger. Yes, this is a Vampire Survivor-like with a small amount of other roguelite stuff built into it. Ow. Ooh, I need to be in the middle for that. Okay, gotcha. Ow. Have to dodge through it. That's a cool mechanic. It requires you to actually engage with the dodge skill. Good job, game. Why is there not more of this? Okay. Are you gonna fight me, or are you just spawning towers for me to just knock down in 5 seconds? Yep. But that was about it. And we got a bunch of currency. Thank you for stuff. Oh, now I can get up on the podium. Is it going to put me back in just to murder more things? Really? Because these are... some of them are XP shards, I think. Bar at the bottom wasn't going up, so who knows? Yep, it throws you back in and it keeps going. Are you serious? When does this end? The map's refreshed and it just keeps going. Okay, we're not going any further. That's ridiculous. Why? Who needs to play this for an hour straight? This round's been 20 minutes so far. We're level 25. We still keep all the stuff we had before. If you couldn't kill me before, what makes you think you can kill me now? And the stuff in the chest is exactly the same. Cool. Alright, let's end there. I think we've seen enough to be able to pass judgment. We are going to give up. Oh yes, because the button goes dark when you select it. That's how you know. It's a demo? It's a demo. It's a demo. Don't get mad. It's a demo. Alright. Oh, look. There's new things on screen now that we can interact with. What's in the mailbox? Join our Discord. No. There was no effect when I claimed things. Achievements. This is how you know it's a mobile game. It's got to have achievements. How do I select this? There we go. Claiming. It's got to really think about it. I think I did unlock new characters, though, so that's maybe kind of neat. Yeah, here we go. First character was Kalen. Cool. Would have loved to know some of that info before. There's Alara, who is locked. Aurelia, unlocked. Attacks have 20% chance to penetrate an enemy. Sure. And Gruff. Sure. They all seem very generic. There is a crafting system? Why? What does this even do? You can make health potions. Which, remember, the button for the health potion is tied to the same button as the map, so they're useless. These just seem to be temporary buffs to help you, that you can take them into the fight and use them as a one-off. So it's just a consumable. Ah, your weapons can also be upgraded though. So every, I guess, character uses a different weapon. So we were using the Blade of Valor, which we can level up to do 0.35 more damage. And that's what the little blue crystal things we got were for. See, look at, oh, so much damage. So much extra damage. That's insane. But I think it also gets slightly bigger. I can't tell what these stats do because there's no explanation. There's just one that looks like a muscly arm and one that looks like a sword with some waves coming off it. So I'm assuming that's attack speed? Might be area of effect? Who knows? Yeah, this is 100% mobile gamified. Okay, hang on. Is there a shop? There's a shop. Cool. You can buy XP boosters, damage boosters. You can't properly navigate this screen with a controller. So here we go. It looks like this is SVP, in-game currency. Well, I don't think we actually... No, we did earn some of it, but we lost it because we gave up. Okay. Good to know. Ah, there it is. The golden mythic set for $3. That's how they make their money. It doesn't look like you can purchase it when it's in the demo, though. It's just there as a placeholder. To log it, you can buy it. They have an item for sale in their demo. I think that's all the damning this game needs. Also, yeah, the description was missing, wasn't it? Hang on. Yeah, it doesn't actually have a description, and it's for sale. A placeholder asset like that is for sale. Good lord. A bunch of people have played the demo. There are names on here. I had a score of 903, which puts me at 17th in the world at this game. I am absolutely incredible. Oh, crypto name was at the top? Yeah, Mackie Crypto. Cool. Who'da thunk it? Oh, and there's skins. Where does this go? Unlock to select. You couldn't have made that text any easier to read? Oh, I don't even... Pets. You can get a pet. Solly and Turbo the frog with a backpack. And the art style does not match anything else in the game. Absolutely love that. Alright, so... Message for the devs. Stop. Just don't. Why? This game doesn't need to exist. There is some level of competency that has gone into building the effects and passives from like a gameplay perspective, but it's a straight rip from other games. This game is offering nothing that hasn't been done already. It's layering mobile game mechanics in for absolutely nobody's benefit. And you are charging for a, admittedly, cosmetic product when your game is still a demo. It's not even early access. It is a demo. And you are selling a product. Shame on you. No. Just no. Well, that was interesting. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. What a shame to end on something like that. But, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. we got to see Gnomes, fantastic little tower defense game. Beloved Rapture, which feels like a JRPG with a lot of heart and soul and care put into it. And then Echoes of Eclipse, which is a demo that is trying to take money from its players by incredibly dodgy looking developers. So at least we got to see a whole spectrum of games, and that's what this is all about. So on that note, we are going to wrap up things for today. I think we'll probably bring this format back as a once a month thing until we manage to work through the list of games that we've got that are built up from devs, because we've still got around 50 something games to play, I think. So it'd be good to be able to work through a few more of those. Oh, no, not 50. We've got 27 left on there. So we'll be able to work through them, and it's nice to be able to feature some. And it's always going to be a mixed bag, right? Some of them are going to be real passion projects that they're just trying to get a little bit more in the spotlight, and some of them are going to be from devs that are just trying to sell something. And that's what makes this interesting. You never know what you're going to get. So, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Tomorrow, we'll be back at the same time to carry on with Stars and Time, so hopefully I'll see you there. But if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will have a new video launching on Monday, so enjoy some additional Wheel of Misfortune highlights when that one releases. Until then, as always, take care.